it's the BJP's Parliamentary Party meet, which will take place at 9:30 a.m. in few minutes from now. Before that, we can expect BJP to raise this matter not only inside the Parliament but also outside the Parliament, where they will seek once again answers from the Congress party. We'll have to wait and watch how the Congress leaders are going to react on this, or if Rahul Gandhi or Sonia Gandhi will come out and speak on this, or if they ask Mallikarjun Kharge to retract this statement, because at the end of the day, it's the Gandhis who are leading the entire...
Right, Piyush, we'll be coming back to you, because at this point I'm joined by Sardar R.P. Singh, BJP spokesperson. Sardar R.P. Singh, many thanks for speaking with us. The Congress now insulting the Prime Minister, saying he is a chuha, referring to him as a chuha. While this would shock the entire nation, what do you feel? Does Mallikarjun Kharge, are these comments supported by, the High Command? He being the president, but would you say that it's supported by, Rahul Gandhi, by Priyanka Gandhi, by Sonia Gandhi, and so on?
Well, nothing happens there beyond the dynasty, and everything is decided and happens because of the dictate of the dynasty. That's one part. But do you remember Marshal Fali, the Air Force chief, at the time of 26/11? He requested then Prime Minister Marshal Fali Major, Air Force chief, then requested Prime Minister after 26/11 that allows to attack Pakistan. But then Prime Minister refused to give him the permission. So let him decide who is the chua. Whereas our Prime Minister has attacked Balakot, has done surgical strikes, has reverted back whenever required, and has given free hand to the army. Whereas at that time, army was never given a free hand. So they have to decide, and then people know about it. So, but the language which has been used is below the belt and is not holding the people in public life, because this is ongoingly such words are being used by the Congress leaders, including Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi himself.
Right, sir. When we talk about, the BJP's response to this, it's clear that what we are hearing from our sources is that, the Congress is aiming for a debate in the House. And Sardar R.P. Singh there speaking on the issue of Mallikarjun Kharge, chief of the Congress party, referring to the Prime Minister as a chuha in a latest comment. Back-to-back insults by the Congress. Joining us now is Anila Singh. And Anila, when we talk about the Congress, how do you look at this? Can we call it a latest trend? Because, we've also heard about these kind of comments coming in from Congress leaders before as well during the course of the campaigning. Would you say that, it's an insult not only to our army at a time when the entire nation should be united? That's one aspect of it. But even during campaigning, the kind of words that they use for the Prime Minister, even they, they do not stop even when it is, a female, as long as she belongs to a rival party. But in this instance, we are talking about the comments about the Prime Minister, referring to the Prime Minister as chuha. Your reaction? Anila Singh, can you hear me, ma'am?
Am I audible?
Yes, right now you are, ma'am. Please continue. Your reactions.
For Narendra Modi ji, it is not an insult towards it at all. Rather, I will thank him that he compared Narendra Modi ji with mouse, because he doesn't understand the importance of mouse in our Hindu religion. Mouse is the vehicle of Shri Ganesh ji, Bhagwan Ganesh ji. But time and again they have been insulting our religion, Sanatan, Hindu religion. So this is what Mr. Kharge tried to do it. He compared Narendra Modi ji with mouse, but I will say, in a way, he gave some sort of honor to Narendra Modi ji. So if he thinks that mouse means some meek person, then he must be thinking about his own leader, Rahul Gandhi, who doesn't have any understanding of a religion. He doesn't have any understanding of nation. He doesn't have any understanding of nationalism. So if he thinks that mouse means a meek person, then perhaps he's talking about Rahul Gandhi. But if he compared Narendra Modi ji with mouse, then for me at least, it is a very auspicious comparison. And this is what Narendra Modi ji is doing. He's taking our country ahead in a prosperous way. So the political party, Indian National Congress, has totally become Indian National Confused Party. They are insulting Lord Ganesh. They are not insulting Narendra Modi ji. Narendra Modi ji is beyond all these things. He's a fakir. He's working for the country. But yes, if they are trying to compare mouse with something meek, and then they are insulting our religion, Hindu religion. This is what Congress Party had been doing time and again, and again they have insulted Bhagwan Ganesh, because mouse is the vehicle of Shri Ganesh.
Well, many thanks for Anila ji for speaking with Republic TV, and joining us now is Harish Khurana of the BJP. Mr. Khurana, your reaction to the Chuha comment made by Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge. Are we seeing the Congress stooping to a new low? Your reactions? Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge referring to Prime Minister Modi as Chuha in a series of insults at the Congress party. In fact, the Congress chief himself has been seen to be levelling against Prime Minister Modi. The BJP has hit back. We're trying, even as this latest news that's breaking now, and the BJP has hit back even as the Congress insists on dragging out the Tawang issue. We have with us Harish Khurana once again. Mr. Khurana, your reaction to this latest comment. Mallikarjun Kharge referring to the Prime Minister as Chuha. It's shocked the entire country.
The language which is used by Mallikarjun Kharge is a Congress president. He's not a small worker of Congress. He's a Congress president, and using this kind of language for a prime minister. This shows what Congress thinks for the prime minister of India. You're insulting the prime minister. You're not insulting any other leader. This is not acceptable at all. One day you insult army people. Second day you insult prime minister of India. I mean, you never speak a word on what is happening when a foreign minister of Pakistan insulted Indian prime minister. You never utter a word. This shows what kind of hatred you have towards Narendra Modi ji. Point is this, and this is not for the first time. Congress has become the habitual offender of insulting the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. They are the habitual offender right now. So we condemn it, and we want an apology from Mallikarjun Kharge ji to immediately seek an apology for that, because it is not acceptable from any politician at all for the Prime Minister of India. Hello?
Many thanks, Mr. Khurana, for joining us this morning. And BJP soundly condemns the derogatory remark made by Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge against the Prime Minister.
इसी तरह की भूमिका उन्होंने रखी है, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि भाई बीजेपी के कई लोगों ने ये संघर्ष किया है, बीजेपी के कई लोग जेल में चले गए हैं, और आप लोग जानते हैं कि जब इंदिरा गांधी जी ने इमरजेंसी लगाई थी तब हजारों बीजेपी के कार्यकर्ता जेल में चले गए थे। तो मुझे लगता है कि और आज़ादी के आंदोलन में भी अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी है, ऐसे कई नेता जो है, इनका भी योगदान मतलब अपने आज़ादी के लिए रहा है। तो इसीलिए इनके घर में कोई कुत्ता भी नहीं मरा, इसी तरह की बात करना ठीक नहीं है। ये कांग्रेस पार्टी के अध्यक्ष को शोभा नहीं देता है। तो मुझे लगता है कि भाई इसी तरह की बातें करना हमें मंजूर नहीं है, और खरगे जी के बयान से हम सहमत नहीं है।
In other top stories that we're tracking, the border road organizations, along with the line of actual control, are engaged in a major infrastructural development work along border areas. The government has planned to connect all bordering villages of Arunachal Pradesh with good roads. 2 important tunnels are also under the works, which will become the game changer for our security forces. In Telangana, Sarur Nagar, students of a government junior college staged a protest demanding that Education Minister and the government provide proper toilet facilities in the college. Five MLAs of the BRS held a meeting at BRS MLA Mainampalli Hanumantha Rao's residence. The MLAs are alleging that Minister Malla Reddy is providing jobs to people of his area while neglecting others. A couple was arrested for mass conversion, this includes 4 Brazilians. About 200 people were involved in the propagation of Christianity. Police have arrested them and have seized passports of the Brazilians. The BJP is to hold a parliamentary party meeting today. In a short while from now, the main issue of the party meet will be deciding the strategy for the remaining winter session. Three Allahabad University students were injured and 2 motorcycles were set ablaze in clashes between students agitating for the rollback of a fee hike in the university and security personnel at the campus. A student leader said that the varsity administration is intent on suppressing the students' movement instead of solving their grievances. An encounter broke out between terrorists and security forces in Manjmarg area in Shopia district. 3 terrorists were trapped and all have been shot dead in the encounter since reports last came in. Breaking news coming in now from Uttar Pradesh's Allahabad. In a latest update in the Allahabad University violence in the clashes that took place, a case has been registered at Colonelganj police station in Prayagraj against 43 guards now on the basis of a complaint by student leader Vivekanand Pathak. Student leader Vivekanand Pathak, who had earlier approached authorities, has now his approach has led to the filing of a case in the Allahabad University violence, which broke out over a fee hike in the university, leading to clashes. As you can see in those visuals, there was heavy police deployment in order to ensure that peace was maintained. A scuffle, in fact, the clashes broke out between students, protesting students, and security guards in the university campus. And Vivek joining us, my colleague Vivek joining us with all the updates on this. Vivek, we believe in the latest development, a case has now been filed on at the behest of the student leader there. But give us a sense of the entire situation. Is it under control? Are police deployed? Also, more details of the case that has been filed.
देखिए, अभी की स्थिति की बात की जाए तो स्थिति पूरी तरीके से कल शाम से ही कंट्रोल में है। और आपको बताऊं कि कल जिस तरीके से जो बवाल हुआ, उसके बाद जो छात्र नेता विवेकानंद पाठक हैं, उनकी तहरीर पर कर्नलगंज थाने में मारपीट करने वाले जो गार्ड हैं उनके
कि ये अमृत जनरेशन किस बुलंद नींव पर 100 वर्ष आजादी के मनाएगा, आज उसी बुलंद नींव के कुछ उदाहरण आपके सम्मुख प्रस्तुत करना चाहती हूं। भारत विश्व में 3rd लार्जेस्ट इकोसिस्टम रखता है स्टार्टअप का। 650 से ज्यादा जिलों में 80,000 से ज्यादा स्टार्टअप्स, 100 से ज्यादा यूनिकॉर्न्स, जिनकी टोटल वैल्यू 330 बिलियन डॉलर से भी ज्यादा है। ये इस बात का संकेत है कि हिंदुस्तान की युवा पीढ़ी एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की दुनिया में हिंदुस्तान का परचम कैसे लहरा रहा है। एक कुशल राष्ट्र की रचना के लिए, एक समृद्ध राष्ट्र की रचना के लिए युवा पीढ़ी के कौशल का विकास हो, यही नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार का संकल्प है। 1 करोड़ से भी ज्यादा स्किल्ड, कौशल युक्त युवा पीढ़ी, ये ही अमृत जनरेशन है जो हिंदुस्तान के 100 साल की आजादी के पूर्ण होने पर आगामी पीढ़ियों के लिए मार्ग प्रशस्त करेगा। ये भी कहना उचित है कि शिक्षा ही वो अस्त्र है जो एक निर्भीक हिंदुस्तानी को इतना सामर्थ्य देता है कि वो न सिर्फ अपने और अपनों का बल्कि समाज कल्याण में भी अपनी ओर से सहयोग दे सके, भविष्य को उज्जवल कर सके। आज उस युवा पीढ़ी के शैक्षिक अधिकारों के दृष्टिकोण से भारत सरकार द्वारा संचालित नई शिक्षा नीति अपने आप में इस बात का प्रमाण है कि विविध भारतीय भाषाओं में हमारे देश का गौरव हमारी नौजवान पीढ़ी को, चाहे वो जेंडर इंक्लूजन फंड हो, चाहे वो साइंस और टेक्नोलॉजी हो, चाहे वो मेडिकल एजुकेशन हो, चाहे 7 से ज्यादा IIT IIMs का स्थापना हो, अथवा मेडिकल कॉलेजेस की संख्या का बढ़कर 22 हो जाना हो, ये इस बात का संकेत है कि भारत सरकार, मोदी सरकार अमृत जनरेशन के शैक्षिक अधिकारों के संरक्षण के लिए, वृद्धि के लिए किस तरह से समर्पित है। हाल ही में पूरे देश ने देखा कैसे हमारी महिला हॉकी टीम ने राष्ट्र का एक बार फिर गौरव बढ़ाया। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी ने देश भर में 1000 से ज्यादा खेलो इंडिया सेंटर्स की स्थापना के माध्यम से स्पोर्ट्स के इस कौशल को आगे बढ़ाने में अभूतपूर्व योगदान दिया है। मोदी सरकार के टॉप स्कीम के चलते आज 300 से भी ज्यादा खिलाड़ी जो इस स्कीम का अभिन्न अंग है, आगामी 8 वर्ष तक सालाना 5 लाख रुपए की सुविधा पा रहे हैं, ताकि उनके स्पोर्टिंग स्किल को भारत सरकार सहयोग दे सके। इसी सहयोग के चलते आप सबने देखा भारत का ओलंपिक्स में प्रदर्शन, जब हिंदुस्तान के इतिहास का पहला गोल्ड मेडल एथलेटिक्स में हिंदुस्तान ने प्राप्त किया। मात्र यही नहीं बल्कि पैरा ओलंपिक्स में 19 मेडल्स इस बात का संकेत है कि हमारे दिव्यांग नौजवान भी अपने हुनर को प्रस्तुत करके राष्ट्र का सम्मान बढ़ा सकते हैं। मैं पुनः अमृत जनरेशन से आह्वान करती हूं कि आगामी 25 वर्ष, चाहे वो शिक्षा हो, चाहे वो स्पोर्ट्स हो, चाहे वो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो, चाहे वो टेक्नोलॉजी हो, अथवा समाज के भिन्न समुदायों को एकत्र कर दिव्यांगजनों सहित भारत के नवनिर्माण में आपकी भूमिका हो, मोदी सरकार इस देश के नौजवानों को सशक्त कर बुलंद भारत बनाने के लिए अग्रसर थी, अग्रसर है, अग्रसर रहेगी। धन्यवाद।
Is the Modi government's commitment towards building a strong and independent India that has led to the success of Indian startups that have contributed greatly to India's growth, both economically and otherwise. She stressed on the importance of education as building a strong and independent society. Also referred to India's immense success in sporting events, not just within the country, but across the world as a result of the Khelo India campaign.
Powered by Century Ply, आग से बचाए. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India Limited, smarter steels, brighter futures. HDFC Life, सर उठा के जियो.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है, पर नामुमकिन नहीं. अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ Century Ply Club Prime, आग से बचाए.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
You know it's only a drill, and yet you train like it is the real thing. Because one day, at a second's notice, it will be. One day, you'll come together as an invincible team. And every second you save will be a life saved. The Indian Air Force is looking for an exceptional team. A team that is truly a cut above.
Join the Indian Air Force to be a cut above.
उठो, जागो, दौड़ो तुम. डायबिटीज को रोको तुम.
Get Beto's Diabetes Care Program with a free glucometer and expert advice. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
Everyone looks at the world today. At Hyundai, we go beyond with experiences that take us forward. Inspired by our today, we design your tomorrow. Some said electric is the future. We said, why stop there? At Hyundai, we are going beyond mobility, and you are welcome to join us.
Yeah, Rajay. Look at your dad. Will we be the same at his age?
Absolutely yes, if we plan our future like him.
How?
My father had invested in LIC's Jeevan Akshay, which gives immediate and guaranteed annuity at regular intervals, that too for life.
Wow. But do we have to wait until his age?
Absolutely not. We recently invested in LIC's new Jeevan Shanti, which gives deferred annuity, which means regular income after some years.
I see.
LIC's annuity plans give 10 annuity options and flexibility in receiving regular income. LIC, हर पल आपके साथ.
एक दिन मैं सोते-सोते गिर गया और मुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ. पता है किसने किया? घोस्ट ने. वो हर बार मुझे बचा लेता है. मिलोगे?
अरे कोई घोस्ट नहीं, रोनी के पापा ही हैं जो उसे सेफ रखते हैं. जैसे हैवेल्स लाइफ शील्ड वायर्स जो दिखते नहीं पर घर को सेफ रखते हैं. ना आग पकड़े, ना जहरीली गैस छोड़े. वायर्स दैट डोंट कैच फायर.
सोच रहा हूँ कमेंट्री ट्राई करूँ. मैच का आखिरी बॉल, तेज तूफानी डिलीवरी, एक धमाकेदार शॉट और ये गया छक्का.
छक्का नहीं, टूटा. आपके टाइल्स को चाहिए MYK लेटिक्रीट टाइल एडेसिव. फॉर्मूला ऐसा कि अब टाइल न टूटेगा न छूटेगा.
Days after the Amravati hate killing, the NIA exposes a larger conspiracy, says aim was to strike terror. The NIA makes a big revolution, says the radicals linked to the Tablighi Jamaat killed Kole to avenge alleged dishonor of the Prophet. After Meghalaya infighting intensified in Telangana Congress, 13 members quit posts.
लेकिन वो चर्चा के लिए तैयार नहीं है। बाहर तो शेर के जैसा बात करते हैं, लेकिन उनका जो चलना है वो सिर्फ आप देखेंगे तो चूहे के जैसा है।
The Congress party, back at it, insults the Prime Minister, calls him a chuha. The BJP hits out. 4 Brazilian nationals are arrested in Uttar Pradesh over mass conversion charges in Sitapur. Good morning and thank you very much for staying with us on Republic TV. I'm Nupur Talwar Suri. Now, the National Investigation Agency has filed a charge sheet against 11 accused in connection with the murder of the Amravati-based chemist Umesh Kole in June. The men have been booked under charges including murder, all of them under the Indian Penal Code and relevant sections of the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. We're given to understand that the NIA in its charge sheet has said that the conspiracy to Kole actually began with one of the accused, Yusuf Khan, a vet, circulating a message that Kole had posted on one of the groups, Black Freedom, on the 14th of June. Now, the men are suspected of killing Umesh Kole and according to the NIA, they were radicalized members of the Tablighi Jamaat and were instigated by the activist Irfan Khan and a Maulvi. Now, in its charge sheet, the National Investigation Agency, in fact, has detailed the conspiracy as well as going on to then detail the night of the hacking that was on, of course, the 21st June, I think, when he was killed. Now, what we are given to understand is that Kole's son and wife were actually traveling on a different vehicle, but they could not save him. Now, there were 2 attempts, we are given to understand, that were made to kill Kole. There was the first one which did not succeed, and thereafter, of course, that unfortunate killing where he was hacked to death by 3 men on a bike. So, according to the NIA right now in its charge sheet that has been filed on Friday against the 11 accused, the federal agency has said that the radicalized Islamist of the Tablighi Jamaat committed murder of Umesh Kole. So, that's what we are learning right now, of course. All right, joining us on the phone line is Mr. Kulkarni. He's a BJP leader from Amravati who first demanded an NIA inquiry into the matter. Mr. Kulkarni, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Now, Mr. Kulkarni, in this particular FIR that has been filed by the NIA, it does appear that the NIA believes that there was a larger conspiracy at play and that members of the Tablighi Jamaat were involved, and you, in fact, raised this issue the first time.
जब ये उमेश कोल्ले जी की घटना अमरावती में हुई, उस समय महाराष्ट्र में उद्धव ठाकरे जी के नेतृत्व में महाविकास आघाड़ी का सरकार था और ये सरकार के दबाव में अमरावती की पुलिस इस घटना को दबाना चाहती थी। मैं तथ्यों के साथ बार-बार पुलिस की तरफ मांग कर रहा था कि उमेश कोल्ले जी की जो हत्या हुई, यह हत्या यह नुपुर शर्मा के समर्थन में पोस्ट की, इसलिए सर तन से जुदा इस घोषणा के अंतर्गत यह हत्या हुई है। तो अमरावती की पुलिस मानने को तैयार नहीं थी, उल्टा मुझे नोटिस दिया गया था कि इस तरह के वक्तव्य अगर आप करोगे तो आपके ऊपर कार्रवाई की जाएगी। लेकिन मैं सभी तथ्यों के साथ बार बार मांग कर रहा था, एनआईए की भी मैंने मांग की थी। इसके लिए बहुत बड़ी पृष्ठभूमि है, क्योंकि इसके पूर्व 12 नवंबर को रजा अकादमी ने जो मोर्चा निकाला था उसमें भी हिंसाचार अमरावती में हुआ था। इसके पहले सीए के विरोध में एक मोर्चा निकला था, उसमें भी अमरावती में पथराव हुआ था, पत्थर फेंके गए थे। तो बार बार अमरावती एक सेंटर बनता जा रहा है। अभी भी लव जिहाद का बहुत बड़ा सेंटर अमरावती बना हुआ है। और अगर उमेश कोल्हे के प्रकरण में अमरावती पुलिस और राज्य शासन तत्कालीन उस समय का उद्धव ठाकरे जी का महाविकास आघाड़ी का गवर्नमेंट अगर ये कार्रवाई उचित ढंग से करती थी तो शायद राजस्थान में जो घटना हुई वो नहीं होती थी, क्योंकि देश की पहली घटना ये उमेश कोल्हे जी की है। उजागर बाद में हुई, लेकिन राजस्थान के दर्जी की हत्या के पहले उमेश कोल्हे की हत्या की गई थी। इनके छुपाने की वजह से एजेंडा पर वो विषय नहीं आया। तो मैंने मांग की थी, क्योंकि मुझे अपेक्षा थी कि अमरावती पुलिस तो नहीं कर पाएगी, तो मैंने एनआईए की मांग की थी। अब एनआईए तथ्यों तक पहुंची है, अच्छा काम एनआईए ने किया है, और अभी राज्य में भी जो सरकार है वो सरकार किसी को बख्शने वाली है नहीं। तो हमें ऐसा लगता है कि इसमें उमेश कोल्हे जी के मृतात्मा को न्याय मिलेगा, आरोपियों को कड़ी से कड़ी सजा मिलेगी।
All right, Mr. Kulkarni from the BJP, thank you very much for joining us. Mr. Kulkarni, right now, of course, giving us details of how all of this had happened. Let's go across on the phone line to Alisha Nair, who's joining us on the phone line right now. Alisha, good morning. Alisha, now the NIA in its charge sheet, of course, seems to suggest that there was a larger conspiracy at play, and also going on to say that there were actually 2 attempts to murder that were made. Alisha, if you can hear me, give us more details of the NIA's charge sheet that has been filed in this particular case. We were learning earlier that the NIA in its charge sheet said that there was a deeper conspiracy at play, and of course also the fact that there were 2 attempts to murder Umesh Kolle.
Well, yes, Nupur, it's very important to understand because this National Investigation Agency that has filed a charge sheet against the 11 accused and all were booked under IPC 120B, 302, 341, 150, 153 and as well as the provision of Unlawful Activities Act. But what is more important to understand, because in this entire charge sheet where the complete conspiracy, moreover, it was also mentioned that Umesh Kolle, who shared a social media post backing Nupur Sharma, was murdered by radicalized Islamic of Tablighi Jamaat to avenge the alleged dishonor of Prophet Muhammad, is what has been mentioned by National important thing that has been mentioned, the conspiracy and of course the investigation that is being conducted by NIA. It clearly mentioned that calling it an act of terror by a gang of radicalized men. The NIA has clearly mentioned that they wanted to make out an example of the murder which they committed on the grounds that Kolle alleged to hurt religion sentiment. So this is what is being mentioned in the National Investigation Agency charge that has been filed before special NIA court in which in Umesh Kolle Amravati case, because we know that Umesh Kolle was killed on 21st of June after he shared a social media post supporting
Right. Alisha, stay with us. Alisha, stay with us. I'm going to come back to you. Ravi Rana also on the phone line with us. Ravi Rana, what we are given to understand is that the NIA believes that there was a larger conspiracy that took place at the killing of Umesh Kolle, and there was in fact an earlier attempt also to kill him. Now, this of course goes in line with what several leaders from the BJP and others have also been saying, that there was conspiracy that happened.
नहीं, बिल्कुल उमेश कोल्हे प्रकरण के अंदर जिस तरह से महाराष्ट्र में उद्धव ठाकरे मुख्यमंत्री थे, मोहम्मद पैगंबर की पोस्ट वायरल किया था उमेश कोल्हे जी ने, इसलिए उनकी भर चौक में हत्या की गई। और उस प्रकरण के अंदर जब महाविकास आघाड़ी सरकार महाराष्ट्र में थी, तब उन्होंने उस प्रकरण को दबाने की कोशिश की, उसको रॉबरी में कन्वर्ट करने की कोशिश की। जब उद्धव ठाकरे मुख्यमंत्री थे, उसके बाद वहां की सांसद नवनीत राणा ने देश के गृह मंत्री अमित शाह जी से बात की, उनको पत्र लिखा कि एनआईए के माध्यम से उसकी जांच होना चाहिए। और एनआईए ने जो 10-12 लोग उसमें पकड़े गए, उसमें साफ हुआ है मोहम्मद पैगंबर की पोस्ट वायरल करने से उमेश कोल्हे जी की हत्या हुई है, ऐसा आरोप पत्र उसमें दाखिल हुआ है। तो मुझे लगता है अगर देश के गृह मंत्री उसमें हस्तक्षेप नहीं करते थे तो इस प्रकरण को उद्धव ठाकरे जी रॉबरी करके उसको बंद कर देते थे। इस प्रकार की महाविकास आघाड़ी की गतियां इस आतंकवादी घटना को दबाने की कोशिश कर रहे थे। और मैं बोलता हूँ आज सबसे बड़ा न्याय कोल्ले परिवार को मिला है। और मोहम्मद पैगंबर के पोस्ट को वायरल करने से अगर उमेश कोल्ले की हत्या हुई है, ऐसा आरोप पत्र दाखिल हुआ है, तो साफ ये होता है कि महाविकास आघाड़ी कहीं न कहीं इन आरोपियों को उद्धव ठाकरे की सरकार बचाने वाली थी। और उसका पूरा पर्दाफाश देश के गृह मंत्री अमित शाह जी ने एएनआई के माध्यम से किया है। उनका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। इन पे कड़ी से कड़ी कार्रवाई होना चाहिए। सांसद नवनीत राणा ने मांग की थी और आज के महीने में उमेश कोल्ले परिवार को न्याय मिला।
All right. Ravi Rana, thank you very much for joining us with your views. Ravi Rana over there, of course, saying that there was an attempt by the police to essentially not look at various angles in this particular case. Well, cutting across to pictures that we are now getting from the national capital, where the Prime Minister and top leaders of the BJP are now heading for a parliamentary party meeting in the national capital. Do remember that the BJP is meeting to devise a strategy for the rest of the winter session of Parliament. The winter session of Parliament, of course, has seen a huge amount of protests, with the opposition parties cornering the government over various issues. Key among them, of course, was the contact that took place between the Indian Army and PLA soldiers at the line of actual control. Let's go across to Piyush Mishra. He has more details on this. Piyush, now, good morning. How is the government looking at being able to contain the opposition's backlash as far as Tawang is concerned, and also give us a sense of how much business the government is looking at being able to transact in this session?
Well, if we talk about this House, what we're now learning is that the House is going to be concluded on 29th of this very month, but also suggesting us that it could commence even before completing its entire tenure because of the weekend and also the Christmas and New Year holidays. But if we talk about the strategy of the government in the House, the government has been stressing about the fact that it has already clarified. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has already clarified and has given a thorough statement on the issue of Tawang. But today's BJP's parliamentary meet is basically focused on the political situation of BJP across the country. Remember that in the last BJP's parliamentary meet, Prime Minister was hailed for BJP's performance in states like Gujarat, Himachal and Delhi. In Gujarat, BJP performed its best ever performance. In Delhi, the performance was done beyond the expectation, and in Himachal, only 1% share, 1% of vote is less than the Congress party. There also the BJP performed. So PM Narendra Modi was hailed by a BJP parliamentary meet during its last meeting. In that particular meeting, Prime Minister had also focused on many issues like G20, the presidency which the country is going to host. Also, he had praised C.R. Patil for the organizational infrastructure work in Gujarat. Today's parliamentary meet is on BJP's political situation and how it is further going to move ahead as far as the elections in other states are concerned. So Prime Minister has reached and more parliamentarians are reaching.
All right. All right, Piyush Mishra bringing us the details of the BJP's parliamentary party meeting that is taking place even as we speak. Thank you for joining us, Piyush. You are with Republic TV and stay with us as we've got a lot coming up. After Meghalaya, infighting intensifies in Telangana Congress. 13 members quit their posts. And 4 Brazilian nationals are arrested in Uttar Pradesh over mass conversion charges in Sitapur.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
Why did life test me? Why did it try to crush me, shake me, break me? Why me? Because it knew If I could take this test, I could take anything and say, that was easy.
Volkswagen Tiguan, India's safest SUVW. Volkswagen.
क्या हुआ रोहन, क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो, एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए।
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया, अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
Ladies and gentlemen, you expected the puzzle, but for a law enforcement, this is not a game. Explain it to us, detective.
Always!
Everyone is in danger.
All right, when's the murder mystery start?
And here's a quick look at what else is making news this morning. The Border Roads Organisation, along with the Line of Actual Control, has engaged in a major infrastructure development work in the area. The government has planned to connect all the bordering villages of Arunachal Pradesh with good roads. Two important tunnels are also under work, which will become the game changer for the Indian security services. In Telangana's Sarur Nagar, students of a government junior college staged protest demanding the education minister and the government to provide proper toilet facilities in college. 5 MLAs of the BRS party held a meeting at the BRS MLA Hanumantha Rao's residence. The MLAs alleged that the minister Malla Reddy is providing jobs to people of his own constituency while neglecting others. A couple has been arrested for mass conversion. Those arrested include 4 Brazilians. About 200 people were involved in the propagation of Christianity. The police has arrested them and has seized passports of these Brazilians. The BJP is to hold their parliamentary party meeting this morning. In fact, that meeting is going on even as we speak. Now, the main issue that the party is discussing about is the strategy for the remaining winter session of Parliament. 3 Allahabad University students were injured and 2 motorcycles set ablaze during clashes between students agitating for the rollback of a fee hike and security personnel at the campus. A student leader said that the varsity administration is intent on suppressing students' movement instead of solving their grievances. An encounter broke out between terrorists and security forces in the Manjmarg area of Shopian. 3 terrorists were trapped in a house and were later eliminated. This is Republic TV, and coming up next, the NIA makes a big revolution, says radicals linked to the Tablighi Jamaat killed Kole to avenge alleged dishonor of the Prophet.
लेकिन वो चर्चा के लिए तैयार नहीं है। बाहर तो शेर के जैसा बात करते हैं, लेकिन उनका जो चलना है वो सिर्फ आप देखेंगे तो चूहे के जैसा है।
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
Hey boss.
Rahul, how come you're here?
Boss, शाहरुख ने बताया.
Charging station for my electric car. Ah, found it. Really? How? शाहरुख ने बताया.
There's so much more जो शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया. It's all on the industry first My Hyundai app. Open a world of possibility with My Hyundai app. One app, many worlds.
Whenever I had ice cream or cold water, I would experience a sharp shooting sensation. So I just kept ignoring it. Even my hot chai was giving me the same amount of discomfort. My dentist recommended Sensodyne. So now I can be completely carefree and sip my hot cup of tea. It really works.
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है, आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया.
Just yesterday, Munmun handed a phone to a random person to get her DP clicked. For the 5th time this year. And her phone got stolen again. But Munmun's over the move. Because JioMart's grand finale sale is offering up to 80% off on everything. So no matter how your year's been, the ending will be smashing.
Chinese, Indian, Italian, all-rounder, हम भी हैं.
और तुम्हारा किचन?
किचन.
इस पे भी कभी बाउंसर आता है, कभी गूगली, तो कभी यॉर्कर.
मतलब?
कभी स्टेन्स, कभी जर्म्स, तो कभी पानी. आपके किचन और बाथरूम्स को चाहिए MYK लेटीक्रीट SP100 टाइल जॉइंट का ऑलराउंडर. MYK लेटीक्रीट SP100 जोड़ हो तो ऐसा.
Kylian Mbappe scored a hat-trick that seemingly electrified the World Cup final but still missed out on winning a second straight title. The Frenchman leaves Qatar with a Golden Boot trophy as the tournament's top scorer with 8 goals. 25 years after she played the Grand Slam tournament for the first time, Venus Williams has been awarded a wildcard entry to play at the Australian Open in January. Serena Williams will not be contesting the 2023 tournament after announcing at the US Open in September that she was ready to evolve away from tennis. Argentina's fans celebrated their World Cup win during a fight. From Istanbul to Buenos Aires, fans jumped from their seats in joy as Argentina beat France 4-2 during a penalty shootout after a dramatic 3-all draw. Passengers were able to watch the match live via the internet entertainment system and were treated to one of the most memorable finals in recent history as Lionel Messi finally won the World Cup despite a hat-trick from Kylian Mbappe. And hundreds of Argentina soccer fans converged on the Sydney Harbour foreshore early Monday to celebrate the World Cup final victory against France. Fans carried flags and portraits and shouted slogans. After 36 long years, Argentina finally won a World Cup title. You are watching Republic TV and stay with us. After Meghalaya, infighting intensifies in Telangana Congress. 13 members quit their posts. And 4 Brazilian nationals are arrested in Uttar Pradesh over mass conversion charges in Sitapur.
Powered by Century Ply, Aag se bachaye. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India Limited, smarter steels, brighter futures. HDFC Life, Saru Thake Jio.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
Your favorite service provider, Den, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो।
Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow. Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call Den toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
अरे आप इतनी दूर हमारे लिए?
आपकी मेहनत कहां से कहां पहुंच रही है। मैं आपके एक साइन के लिए यहाँ नहीं आ सकता। हो गया आपका अकाउंट ओपन।
हर बंद राह ओपन हो सकती है, लगता है सिर्फ दिल।
धन्यवाद।
एक्सिस बैंक, दिल से ओपन।
एक दिन मैं सोते सोते गिर गया और मुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ। पता है किसने किया? घोस्ट ने। मेरा दोस्त है, वो हर बार मुझे बचा लेता है। घोस्ट को कैसे पता मैं अंधेरे से डरता हूँ? घोस्ट मेरा दोस्त है। मिलोगे?
अरे कोई घोस्ट नहीं, रोनी के पापा ही हैं जो उसे सेफ रखते हैं। जैसे हैवल्स लाइफ शील्ड वायर्स जो दिखते नहीं पर घर को सेफ रखते हैं। ना आग पकड़े न जहरीली गैस छोड़े। वायर्स दैट डोंट कैच फायर।
Life will test you. It will turn your world upside down. Again. And again. And again. The only way to hit back is to stand up. Stand up every time. And say, I'm not done.
Thanks for tuning in this Tuesday morning. We are live and breaking. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. Let's get started with the top headlines. Days after Amravati hate killing, NI exposes larger conspiracy, says aim was to strike terror. NI makes big revelation, says radicals linked to Tablighi Jamaat killed Kole to avenge alleged dishonor of Prophet. After Meghalaya, infighting intensifies in Telangana Congress. 13 members quit posts.
लेकिन वो चर्चा के लिए तैयार नहीं है। बाहर तो शेर के जैसा बात करते हैं, लेकिन उनका जो चलना है वो सिर्फ आप देखेंगे तो चूहे के जैसा है।
Border Congress back at it, insults Prime Minister yet again, calls him a mouse. BJP hits out. 4 Brazilian nationals arrested in Uttar Pradesh over alleged mass conversion in Sitapur. And straight up starting with the news break coming in on Umesh Kole's murder case, Republic has accessed the charge sheet in Amravati hate killing probe. In fact, sensational details that have now emerged in this charge sheet that we've accessed, where we understand that the accused organized a party after killing Umesh Kole. In fact, one of them even went to the hospital to confirm if Kole was dead. So those are some of the details that we've accessed of the charge sheet that has been filed in the Amravati hate killing case. We'll try and go across to Sandeep as well, but this charge sheet that has been filed against, in which 11 accused have been mentioned. A big development in this case coming in, that how the accused arranged for a party right after Umesh Kole was killed. Not just that, one of the accused even went to the hospital to check if Umesh Kole was dead. Alicia also joining us for more on that. Alicia, if you could give us once again details of this, what's been mentioned in the charge sheet that has been filed.
Well, Samisha, it's a very important charge sheet that has been filed in Umesh Kole Amravati case, because what is really mentioned, the conspiracy that has been hatched by the accused, and specifically even the post-mortem report shows that the death was due to stab injury at the initial when that was conducted by Amravati police. But later now the conspiracy that was hatched and the people that belongs to Tablighi Jamaat is what has been mentioned in this entire charges, and the accused with the common intention that was formed a terrorist gang under the leadership of accused number 7 to avenge the alleged dishonor of Prophet of Islam and to kill Umesh Kole for striking terror into the hearts and mind of general population who supported Nupur Sharma's statement. So this is something very important point, and not only this, but also it was being said that this is not on 19th of June where this conspiracy was had, but it was something a day before. It have planned to kill Umesh Kole is what we mentioned in this entire charge sheet. Because whether it is a common conspiracy that has been hatched by the people, because in this entire case where the 11 accused has been arrested. So in this entire establishment, and specifically during the course of investigation, it has established that the conspiracy that was hatched on 20th June at around 11:30 p.m. And on the directions of accused number 5 and 7 went to the same Gantaghar lane on a motorcycle lane to kill Umesh Kole. But Umesh Kole on that day did not come. So they checked his medical shop and found that it was closed. So the plan to kill Umesh Kole did not materialize on that day, but on the other day. And when it comes to the Tablighi Jamaat, it's clearly mentioned that investigation that is established during the course of investigation by National Investigation Agency, it was clearly mentioned that accused who were working as a driver on ambulance van in Rebar helpline, and accused number 3 who was earlier associated with Rebar helpline has acquitted with each other and willingly entered to the criminal conspiracy, and both were close to accused number 7. So this is something has been mentioned, a very important point that has been mentioned in this charge sheet that we have managed to access. It's a charge sheet of National Investigation Agency, who later were given the charge after the intervention of Ministry of Home Affairs.
Stay with us. Also, if you could talk to us more about the extent of radicalization that has also that's also very clear in this charge sheet that has been filed by the NI.
Well, yes, Samisha, I was talking about the conspiracy that was hatched, and specifically the establishment that has come across during the course of investigation, which clearly mentioned that accused number 7 has taken the review of the plan with accused number 3 in the midnight over a phone call. It is further established that accused number 2, who was working as a driver on ambulance van, and accused number 3, who was earlier associated with Rebar helpline and acquainted with each other, willingly entered to a criminal conspiracy, as both were very close to accused number 7. whereas the accused number 3 and 2 has called the other accused who were well acquainted with all of them, and all this involved the other accused, specifically the accused number 10 and suspect Baba, in giving threatened a call to Vishal Bahad and Jay Kumar Achada for their support to Nupur Sharma on social media. So in this charge sheet, NI clearly mentioned that it shows that all are well connected with each other on the same issue and influenced by regionally radicalized ideology, and such member of Tablighi Jamaat where they have been associated with, specifically the more people, the accused number 7 and 9, which have been later that was arrested right after the investigation, because the lead that was got by National Investigation Agency, other with the documents and specifically the CCTV footage that has also been, they've been looking after continuously. They have created a crime scene at that point of time and they went to the same place. But now what we see that the Tablighi Jamaat, they've been associated with Tablighi Jamaat, is what's been mentioned by NI in the charge that has been filed and clearly mentioned, and each and every role, the accused role has also been mentioned in what criminal conspiracy they were going through, and just to show the power that they should no words against the Prophet Muhammad, which is why they had planned to kill Umesh Kole, and what has been now transpired in this entire charge sheet.
All right, Alisha, thank you for the moment. We'll keep coming back to you. So the big development coming in the Amravati hate killing. In fact, the NIA charge sheet clearly mentions that how all the accused were influenced by religiously radicalized ideology, and some of the members were even from the Tablighi Jamaat. And on to another big story that we are tracking, and even as the Vadra Congress insult politics continue, now Congress chief in this latest attack has called the Prime Minister a rat. The BJP has hit back, saying that the Congress party is back at it, doing what it is best at, attacking the constitutional institutions. In fact, a host of reactions as well coming in. First up, let's once again listen into those remarks that were made by Kharge. Also remember, this is not the first time that Mallikarjun Kharge has gone ballistic and has launched a series of attacks on the Prime Minister.
मोदी जी और चाइना के प्राइम मिनिस्टर मिले, झूले में बैठ के खेले, सब कुछ हुआ, लेकिन ये क्यों हो रहा फिर रोज? गलवान में हुआ, डोकलाम में हुआ, आज फिर ताइवान में हो रहा, ये सारी चीजें चल रही, फिर भी अगर कोई पूछते हैं चर्चा करो तो चर्चा करने के लिए तैयार नहीं। मैं आज फिर सदन में ये उठाया था 11 बजे इधर आने से पहले, मैं कहा हम कुछ नहीं, सदन में जो बॉर्डर इश्यू है, चाइना आज जो आक्रमण कर रहा है, उसके बारे में हम चर्चा चाहते हैं, दूसरा कुछ नहीं। लेकिन वो चर्चा के लिए तैयार नहीं है। बाहर तो शेर के जैसा बात करते हैं, लेकिन उनका जो चलना है वो सिर्फ आप देखेंगे तो चूहे के जैसा है। हम कह रहे हैं उनको, भाई हम सदन में बात करना चाहते हैं, लोकसभा में, राज्यसभा में हम नोटिस देते हैं, नोटिस देने के बावजूद भी वो चर्चा के लिए तैयार नहीं। आज तो मुझे ताजुब लगा।
So as you heard it, those were the remarks that were made by Mallikarjun Kharge, and this is in fact not the first time that Mallikarjun Kharge has hurled an insult at the Prime Minister. In fact, on November 27th, he called the Prime Minister, he in fact likened the Prime Minister to Ravan, and the very next day, he even called the Prime Minister a sympathy speaker. A host of reactions coming in from the BJP. Let's listen in.
Congress party is back to doing what it does best. That is, in their hatred for one person, they keep attacking the constitutional institutions, including the armed forces. After saying army pit ke aage Arunachal Pradesh mein by Rahul Gandhi, now Mallikarjun Kharge ji has compared Prime Minister Modi to Chuha. He has said ki Pradhan Mantri Modi Chuhe ke jaise hain. This is the same Congress party which has called Prime Minister Ravan, Bhasmasur, औकात दिखा देंगे. They also said हत्या के लिए तत्पर रहना चाहिए प्रधानमंत्री की, and now they have once again attacked attacked him. Time and again, they have used bad words and insulting words for the Prime Minister. More than 80 such bad words have been used for the Prime Minister, his family, for people of Gujarat, and for the people of India. But now, at a time when one should be condemning China and should be standing with the armed forces, should be standing with the country, the Congress party is once again attacking the constitutional institutions, it is attacking the armed forces, but it is unwilling to attack China. This is why INC does not mean Indian National Congress. It means I need Chinese MOU, I need Chinese money, and I need Chinese propaganda. Time and again doubting the bravery and the valor of our forces, undermining our forces, undermining our constitutional institutions, but attacking the Prime Minister, but not saying a word against China.
So, all-out insult politics that continues by the opposition. BJP, meanwhile, hitting back and saying that the Congress is doing what it is best at. A face-off that has erupted after Kharge made those remarks in the Parliament. All right, moving on to more newsbreak coming in. Visuals coming in this hour of the BJP parliamentary meet, which is being held. In fact, those are the visuals in which you can see Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Prime Minister Modi, of course, and this is from the BJP Parliamentary Party meet, which is underway. We'll go across to Piyush as well for more details, but these are the first visuals coming in right now from inside of the BJP Parliamentary meet being held. Piyush also joining us. Piyush, if you could give us more details on the BJP parliamentary meet, which is party meet, which is underway.
Right now, as we are speaking, the BJP parliamentary meeting is underway where the top leaders of the BJP, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi, BJP's National President J.P. Nadda, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Home Minister Amit Shah, they all have reached, and this meeting is basically focused on BJP's performance in.
All right, we seem to have lost that connection, but the first visuals coming in right now from inside of the BJP parliamentary meet being held. So, Piyush, they're getting us details of the BJP parliamentary meet, which is being held. The visuals coming in, where you can see the Prime Minister, of course, with Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and other ministers who are present as the BJP parliamentary party meet is underway. Moving on to a quick roundup of news and brief from across the country. The Border Road Organisation along the line of actual control has engaged in a major infrastructural development work along the bordering areas. The government has planned to connect all the bordering villages of Arunachal Pradesh with good roads. Two important tunnels that are also being constructed, which will become the game changer for the Indian security forces. In Telangana, Saroo Nagar, students of a government junior school staged protest demanding the education minister and the government to provide toilet facility inside the college. 5 MLAs of the BRS party held a meet at the BRS MLA's residence. The MLAs alleged that the sitting minister, Mallikarjun, is providing jobs to people of his area while neglecting others, so frichery is there within the BRS party in Telangana. Meanwhile, a couple has been arrested for alleged mass conversion, including 4 Brazilians. Around 200 people were involved in the propagation of a religion. The police has arrested them and has even seized passports of the Brazilians arrested. BJP is currently holding the parliamentary party meet. The main issue of the party meet will be deciding the strategy for the remaining winter session. 3 Allahabad University students were injured and 2 motorcycles were set ablaze during clashes between students agitating for the rollback of a fee hike and security personnel at the campus. The student leader said that the varsity administration is intent on suppressing the students' movement instead of solving their grievances. Meanwhile, an encounter broke out between terrorists and security forces in Shopian district. 3 terrorists were trapped and all of them have been shot dead in the encounter. And news break coming in from Punjab, where it is yet another provocation by the Khalistani forces. In fact, pro-Khalistani slogans were painted on walls of a government college in Punjab. We'll go across to Amandeep for more details on that. In fact, you're also given to understand that the pro-Khalistani group SFJ has claimed responsibility for this. So, yet another provocation by Khalistan, and this time pro-Khalistan slogans that were painted on the walls of government college. Amandeep is joining us for more on that. Amandeep, that's yet another provocation by Khalistan elements. If you could give us more details, we understand SFJ has already claimed responsibility for this.
Well, absolutely, Samiksha. And this time they have written the pro-Khalistani slogans at the walls of government college in Muxar. And in fact, another slogan that they have written this time, that is a new slogan, that they are trying to stop the Rahul's Bharat Jodo Yatra. A specific slogan has been written in that Indira Thoki, now it's time to Rahul Roko. That means they wanted to stop Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra when it is just about to enter in Punjab. And in fact, it is very much specific that Sikh for Justice Pro-Khalistani Organization and Gurpatwar Singh Pannu, General Counsel of SFJ, has claimed the responsibility for writing this. And this is not the first time, Samiksha, that is happening. And in fact, several other times, this Sikh for Justice Organization has claimed the responsibility for writing the pro-Khalistani slogans at the different government offices. And now the police is proving the matter, basically who all are the network on the ground through which Sikh for Justice and Gurpatwar Singh Pannu is trying to exploit these kind of agenda. And in fact, who's the network on ground who is facilitating Gurpatwar Singh Pannu's demands for writing the Khalistani slogans at the government walls. So this is the part of the investigation now Muxar police is doing. And even they are trying to verify the antisocial elements in the area who are possibly involved into this activity. But this is another crucial part, that this Gurpatwar Singh Pannu always try to run his agenda, a pro-Khalistani agenda, in fact, on the ground of Punjab. It always been foiled by the Punjab police and the security forces.
Yes. Amandeep, stay with us. And just yesterday, in fact, Anurag Thakur also addressed the media, flagged concerns of how Khalistan elements are pretty much active in the state of Punjab. Any word coming in from Aam Aadmi Party, from Raghav Chattor, or even Arvind Kejriwal or Bhagwant Mann for that matter?
Well, they are continuously claiming that law and order situation is very much pertinent in the Punjab. And in fact, on the other side, Punjab police is openly stated that there are cross-border activities that has been escalated from the side of the Pakistan on the ground of the Punjab by these pro-Khalistani elements. Every single attack was planned by pro-Khalistani elements who are presently sitting in Pakistan with the full back of ISI. It cannot be ignored and it cannot be brushed aside that Pakistan is involved and Pakistan is backing the pro-Khalistani elements to establish their agenda on ground. And yes, the activities has been escalated in Punjab, and this is another figure that has been given by Punjab DGP Gaurav Yadav himself, claiming that this time the activities has been escalated.
Yes.
But the Chief Minister and the Aam Aadmi Party government is continuously claiming that law and order situation is very much under control. Every single act of the terror has been foiled and has been diffused by the Punjab police, and further the investigating the further matter, and in fact they are breaking down the network of the gangsters as well as the pro-Khalistani elements. But on ground, Samiksha, the situation is very much tense.
Yes.
The pro-Khalistani activities has been escalated, and that activities are completely backed by ISI. That is the worrisome situation, and it is escalating, not halting at this point in time. Yes.
Absolutely, Amandeep. Thank you for the moment. And as baffling as it sounds, the Aam Aadmi Party is saying that law and order situation is under control, but we've been seeing what has been happening in the state of Punjab, the Amrit Pal rally, and in fact the latest pro-Khalistan slogans that were found on the walls of a government college.
Disappointed, desperate for immediate change, struggling for basic amenities. These students of Government College in Surnagar of Telangana boycotted classes and staged a dharna, claiming that the infrastructure in the college is extremely poor, forcing almost 700 girls to share one toilet that lacks even basic facilities like water. Students have urged the Education Minister and the government to intervene and ensure that the basic toilet facilities are provided in college. After their complaint was ignored for months together with no option left, students were forced to stage a protest. Of all the states and union territories in India, Telangana has the least number of toilets when compared to the number of government schools the state government has invested in. Will the state government take prompt steps to change the situation? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Slipping into a very short break for now. Coming up on the other side, after Meghalaya, infighting intensifies in Telangana Congress. 13 members quit posts. 4 Brazilian nationals arrested in UP over alleged mass conversion in Sitapur.
Ladies and gentlemen, you expected the puzzle, but for a law enforcement, this is not a game.
Explain it to us, detective.
Always! Everyone is in danger.
All right, when's the murder mystery start?
क्या हुआ रोहन? क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो, एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए।
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया, अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा-थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
अगर मिठाई जंक फूड से है यारी, तो डायबिटीज की कर लो तैयारी।
Get Beto's Diabetes Care Program with a free glucometer and expert advice. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
Guys, just 1 second. Choosing a car for my mom.
What? Online car shopping? Wow, that's so cool, yeah.
शाहरुख ने बताया.
Wait up. Booking a car service.
From here.
क्यों? तुझे शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया?
इसने पूछा ही नहीं. There's so much more जो शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया. It's all on the industry first My Hyundai app. Open a world of possibility with My Hyundai app. One app, many worlds.
Why did life test me? Why did it try to crush me, shake me, break me? Why me? Because it knew if I could take this test, I could take anything and say, that was easy.
News from across the globe. One of Libya's rival governments held a forum in Bangzahai in Libya with Turkish opposition lawmakers to discuss restoring relations between Ankara and eastern Libya after years of tension. Tens of thousands of migrants have been stuck for weeks and months in shelters and streets of Mexican border towns. In Juarez city, civil organizations are working to offer migrants a place to sleep, giving priority to women and children. Russian Defense Ministry has released footage of drills on training grounds in Belarus as Russian President Vladimir Putin prepares to visit Minsk. The Belarusian president has allowed Russian forces to use Belarusian territory when Russia launched what is called special military operation in Ukraine. NI makes big revelation, says radicals linked to Tablighi Jamaat killed Kole to avenge alleged dishonor of Prophet. And Bharatiya Congress back at it, insults Prime Minister yet again, calls him a mouse. BJP hits out.
Your favorite service provider, Den, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो.
Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow. Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call Den toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
Everyone looks at the world today. At Hyundai, we go beyond with experiences that take us forward. Inspired by our today, we design your tomorrow. Some said electric is the future. We said, why stop there? At Hyundai, we are going beyond mobility, and you are welcome to join us.
ये है गेहूं। जब इसमें जुड़ता है रागी, जवार, बाजरा और मेथी, तो बनता है हेल्दी मन्ना मल्टी मिलेट आटा। ये है बेहतर आटा।
आइए नए उत्तर प्रदेश की क्षमता और असीमित अवसरों से सफलता की नई कहानी लिखें। यूपी ग्लोबल इन्वेस्टर्स समिट 10 से 12 फरवरी 2023। नए भारत के ग्रोथ इंजन उत्तर प्रदेश में निवेश करें।
Life will test you. It will turn your world upside down. Again and again. And again. The only way to hit back is to stand up. Stand up every time and say, I'm not done.
Thanks for staying tuned to Republic. We are live and breaking. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. Lot lined up for you with the next half an hour. Starting first with the top headlines this Tuesday morning. Days after Amravati hate killing, NI exposes larger conspiracy, says aim was to strike terror. NI makes big revelation, says radicals linked to Tablighi Jamaat killed Kole to avenge alleged dishonor of Prophet. After Meghalaya, infighting intensifies in Telangana Congress, 13 members quit posts.
लेकिन वो चर्चा के लिए तैयार नहीं है। बाहर तो शेर के जैसा बात करते हैं, लेकिन उनका जो चलना है वो सिर्फ आप देखेंगे तो चूहे के जैसा है।
Rajya Congress back at it, insults Prime Minister again, calls him a rat. BJP hits out. 4 Brazilian nationals arrested in UP over alleged mass conversion charge in Sitapur. Forces avenge killing of Kashmiri Pandit PK Bhatt, gunned down 3 Lashkar terrorists in encounter. Thanks for staying tuned. We start with breaking news coming in from the national capital, where it's Delhi LG VK Saxena versus the AAP government once again. This time, the Delhi LG VK Saxena has directed the Chief Secretary to recover 97 crore rupees from the Aam Aadmi Party for political advertisements it published as government ads. In fact, the LG's directions come in wake of SC's order of which dates back to 2016, the Delhi High Court order 2015 and the Delhi High Court order of 2016, which the LG says are being violated by the AAP government. Piyush Ori joining us for more on that. Piyush, if you could give us more details on this direction that's been given by the Delhi LG, saying that 97 crore rupees needs to be recovered from the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi.
So yes, good morning, Samiksha. And you rightly said that the Delhi LG Lieutenant Governor has now directed the AAP government to give 97 crore after it was found out that on the pretext of government ads, the Aam Aadmi Party was instead promoting itself. So saying that this is a violation of the Supreme Court order, the Lieutenant Governor has now ordered the Aam Aadmi Party to give 97 crore. It is going to be interesting to see from here on that how will Aam Aadmi react on it. Will it again lead to another political tussle between the Aam Aadmi Party leadership and the Lieutenant Governor? Will it lead to another political slugfest? So yes, all this is going to be interesting to see. But so far, yes, the Lieutenant Governor has taken another stern action against the Aam Aadmi Party and has asked it to give rupees 97 crore as it was found violating the political ads system. Back to you in the studio.
Piyush, stay with us, and just to read out this order, in fact, this directive that's been given by the Delhi LG, who states that it's been brought out that these advertisements that are prima facie and blatantly violative of the Supreme Court order have been continuously issued by the DIP on direction of the ministers. One such example was wasteful expenditure in violation of the Supreme Court order is the case of advertisements in the biodecomposer project. He goes on to add that while the entire cost of the biodecomposer project was over 41 lakh rupees, the expenditure incurred for advertising was 16.94 crore rupees, which is 40 times higher than the project cost. Piyush, if you could give us more examples of how these projects they do not, the entire cost of these projects is not as much as being spent on these ads. In this case, it's a biodecomposer cost of the project, which is just a little above 40 lakhs, and the amount of money being spent, what the LG has stated, is 40 times more than the project cost.
So definitely, Samisha, you rightly pointed out that yes, this is one more system in which the LG has found out that how much misleading of public minds was being done on pretext of false information being given on ads. And you just gave this example. There may have been many examples, and this will come out in the due course of time by the Lieutenant Governor office. But so far, the Lieutenant Governor has found out that there were a lot of misleading information being given on the government ads, which was violative of the Supreme Court order. And now, taking a stern action on this, the Lieutenant Governor has asked the Aam Aadmi Party to pay the fine, which it rightly should be paid because of the misleading information which has been given through the government ads. Back to you.
All right, Piyush, thank you for the moment. And just to read out this directive that's been issued by the Delhi LG, who states that the same was pointed out by the then Lieutenant Governor as well, who dismissed the constitution of the same committee by the was dismissed by the constitution of the same committee by the Kejriwal government. So the LG in his orders to the Chief Secretary has also directed that all advertisements since September 2016 are also to be referred to the CCRGA, which for vetting and ascertaining if they are in consonance with the guidelines that were issued by the Supreme Court. So the LG there very clear in what he stated that there has been a clear violation of the order of the Supreme Court, and that the money that is being spent by the Aam Aadmi Party on the advertisements is more than the actual cost of the projects. And we are now getting in the first response from the Congress on the Telangana infighting. Remember, the crisis in the Congress Telangana unit has only deepened with 13 leaders who recently defected the party from the TDP to the party. In fact, they joined the party from the TDP in the past, announcing their resignations from the party posts. BJP has now hit out in a tweet in which Amit Malviya has said, and I quote, that the Telangana unit of Congress is imploding. Legislators in poll-bound Meghalaya are resigning, but Rahul Gandhi is indulgent, has embarked on a fanciful yatra and playing the victim. I want to remind the Congress that you are an object of ridicule because of your own doing. So getting in the first response from the Congress, in fact, we now given to understand that there is, the crisis has only been widening in the Congress party in Telangana. Remember, just very recently, 13 leaders from the Congress in Telangana had resigned from the party post. In fact, it was a committee that was formed by the Congress in Telangana. We have a first reaction coming in from the BJP. Let's listen in.
That also we should think over. We will work for the weaker section. Then only that is the vote bank. Only upper caste is the 15% is there. Remaining vote, everything is there. SC, ST, OBC, minority, everything. Previous it was there in a Congress fold. Why they are going to the other side? We should think over for their purpose. Then only we can get back Congress in Telangana.
So clearly, it's the first response from the Congress where they've accepted that, yes, there is crisis in Telangana Congress and saying that there is an urgent need for introspection. Aneri is tracking the story very closely. Aneri, that's the first response coming in from the Congress, openly saying that there is a need for introspection. Talk to us about this migrant versus inside debate that's been brewing in the state of Telangana for a while now.
Well, that's right, Samiksha. We have been seeing now there is some sort of revolt, we can say, that is going on in this Telangana Congress, where we see that few senior Congress leaders have now joined hands together against TPCC Chief Remark. They have been saying that there are a lot of outsiders who have come in and they are being given more priority, whereas the senior leaders are being completely ignored. They are not being taken into consideration at all. And this comes days after Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra was taking place in Telangana. And now we also have been learning that the TPCC Chief Remark will also be undertaking a yatra across the state of Telangana starting from the 26th of January. But then now a larger question remains is that how is it going to happen when there are crises in the Congress party itself? And now we also have been seeing that near about 12 to 13 Congress leaders have resigned from the key post of the PCC, and they have been expressing unhappiness over the leadership of Revanth Reddy, and also they have been saying, senior Congress leaders, as I have been mentioning, that they also have been raising questions that they are not being taken into consideration. There are a lot of outsiders who are being added into the committees, but then what about the loyalists of the Congress party? What about the senior leaders of the Congress party? Why they are being not taken into consideration? Not to forget, Samiksha, there are elections next year in the state of Telangana. So very crucial and very important.
State of Telangana. So very crucial and very important for the Congress party, because we have been seeing two terms. It is the TRS who is in the government here in the state of Telangana, which is now turned into BRS. But yes, now the battle between the Congress leaders remains to be seen, because few Congress leaders are now coming out and saying that they are not really very happy under the leadership of Revanth Reddy, and that is why we had seen recently also few Congress leaders resigning from the party and joining into the BJP. So now all eyes on the inside fighting in the Congress party.
Aneri, stay with us. Just the last question before we let you go. If you could give us more details as to what exactly are the demands of these leaders who've come out in open rebellion against Revanth Reddy.
Well, Samiksha, first, when we happen to speak to a few of the Congress leaders who are not really very happy with the leadership of Revanth Reddy, they have been saying that they are not being taken into consideration because there are a lot of outsiders. Outsiders, by the mean outsiders, they mean that there are a few leaders from the TDP who has joined into the Congress party, and they are being given more importance than the loyalists of the Congress party, than the senior leaders who are there in the party. They are not taken into consideration. The committees which are being formed have more of the outsiders, is the word they are using, and so they have come up with Save Congress thing which they have been saying. So now this revolt against Revanth Reddy, where it will lead to, we'll have to see, because they say that they are going to soon hold talks with AICC. Top leadership of the Congress party also will be also knows about this, but soon we also are going to see how this is going to turn out to be, what will be the steps taken by the top leadership of the Congress party, and what will be the next move, because in the past few days also, few months back also, we had seen that let it be Komatreddy Rajgopal Reddy, Marisha Shidhar Reddy, such senior leaders from the Congress party had resigned from the party and then joined into the BJP.
All right, Aniri, thank you for the moment. So we'll keep coming back to you. And just to give a recap of what we know so far, the rift within the Telangana Congress has only been widening. In fact, in the latest, remember, 13 leaders from Telangana Congress resigned from the PCC. Also, there are leaders who've come out in open rebellion against Revanth Reddy. So clearly, it's a Save Congress campaign, which has probably failed to keep the flock together, even as there is a growing crisis and the top brass is struggling to keep the flock together.
Amid the clash with Chinese PLA troops in Tawang area of Arunachal Pradesh, Border Roads Organization has ramped up infrastructure projects along the LAC.
As you are aware, Border Roads Organization, the Seema Sadak Sangathan, is developing and maintaining all the road networks in important areas of the border areas. And we are part of Project Vartak, and we are looking after the Western Assam and the Western Arunachal Pradesh areas.
Apart from road connectivity and other infrastructure development works, the government is working to strengthen mobile connectivity in Tawang and other bordering areas of Arunachal Pradesh. More mobile towers have been installed in Tawang and other border areas of the Tawang district along the LAC. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Slipping into a very short break for now, but do not go anywhere. Sensational details revealed by the NI in its charge sheet in Umesh Kole murder case. All that and more coming up on the other side of this very short break.
चर्चा के लिए तैयार नहीं, बाहर तो शेर के जैसा बात करते हैं, लेकिन उनका जो चलना है वो सिर्फ आप देखेंगे तो चूहे के जैसा है.
कुछ पैसे बोरो करने थे.
हेलो,
लोन चाहिए तो पैसाबाजार.com पर जाइए. पैसाबाजार.com, लोन सही मिलेगा यहीं.
सोच रहा हूँ कमेंट्री ट्राई करूँ. मैच का आखिरी बॉल, तेज तूफानी डिलीवरी, एक धमाकेदार शॉट और ये गया छक्का.
छक्का नहीं, टूटा. आपके टाइल्स को चाहिए MYK लेटिक्रीट टाइल एडेसिव. फॉर्मूला ऐसा कि अब टाइल न टूटेगा न छूटेगा.
बैंगन भरते का सारा सामान ऑर्डर कर दिया, बैंगन ही ऑर्डर करना भूल गया.
बैंगन भी ऑर्डर कर दूं?
सिर्फ एक बैंगन देने कौन आएगा?
जियो मार्ट सिर्फ एक आइटम भी फ्री डिलीवर करता है.
छोटा या बहुत छोटा, जियो मार्ट करता है हर ऑर्डर फ्री होम डिलीवर. जियो मार्ट, हर घर का मार्ट.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
Pooja, you left the job and still so cool?
Bro, new challenges bring new opportunities.
Oh, really?
Seriously, Rahul, my entire house, now it's an online retail store. Look.
Wow. But money?
Few years back, I'd invested my Diwali bonus.
And now you have LIC's ULIP plan Nivesh Plus. Invest once, get the benefit of both life insurance and maximized returns based on market trends.
One sec, Rahul.
Madam, you are double cool.
उठो, जागो, दौड़ो तुम. डायबिटीज को रोको तुम.
Get Beto's Diabetes Care Program with a free glucometer and expert advice. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है, आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया.
Volkswagen Tygoon, India's safest SUVW. Volkswagen.
एक दिन मैं सोते सोते गिर गया और मुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ. पता है किसने किया? घोस्ट ने. वो हर बार मुझे बचा लेता है. मिलोगे?
अरे कोई घोस्ट नहीं, रोनी के पापा ही हैं जो उसे सेफ रखते हैं. जैसे हैवल्स लाइफ शील्ड वायर्स जो दिखते नहीं पर घर को सेफ रखते हैं. ना आग पकड़े न जहरीली गैस छोड़े. वायर्स दैट डोंट कैच फायर.
Dramatic visuals coming in this hour of a massive protest which is being seen in Karnataka amid the ongoing border dispute between Karnataka and Maharashtra. We are yet to get more details on these protests, but remember the border crisis has not really died down, and this visual there on your screens which shows how this protest, how there has been definitely an escalation in the border crisis with people there on the streets protesting amid the ongoing border dispute between Maharashtra and Karnataka. Now, this even as the centre has taken stock of the border crisis, with the Home Minister also assuring that he is in talks with both the states. But there you see the protests which are taking place in Karnataka. So the visuals there on your screens of the massive protest being seen in Karnataka amid the ongoing border dispute between Maharashtra and Karnataka. Remember, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Eknath Shinde, along with the Deputy Chief Minister, Devendra Fadnavis, have had talks with the Home Minister, Amit Shah, who's assuaged the concerns and has said that this matter is being handled by the centre and that he's assured that it is being taken care of, yet people there on the streets, on the roads, protesting over the border crisis. And a quick roundup of news in brief from across the country. A couple has been arrested for mass conversion in Sitapur, including 4 Brazilians. About 200 people were involved in the propagation of Christianity. Police has arrested them and has even seized passports of these Brazilians. BJP is holding the Parliamentary party meet. The main issue of the party meet will be to decide the strategy for the remaining winter session. 3 Allahabad University students were injured and 2 motorcycles were set ablaze during clashes between students agitating for the rollback of a fee hike and security personnel at the campus. A case has been registered in Prayagraj against 43 guards on basis of a complaint that was filed by a student leader. An encounter broke out between terrorists and security forces in Shopian district. 3 terrorists were neutralized in this encounter. IT raids were carried out at Punjabi singer Ranjit Bawa's residence. Also at the residence of Punjabi singer Kanwar Grewal. Reports claim that since Sidhu Moosewala's murder, all financial transactions of Punjabi singers are under lens of multiple agencies. One person has died and at least 10 have been severely injured in UP's Gautam Nagar as a bus collided with a container vehicle this morning. Due to heavy fog, 60 passengers were travelling in the bus at the time of collision. More details are awaited. Rajya Congress has once again insulted Prime Minister Modi. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge in a latest attack has called Prime Minister Modi a rat.
इसी तरह की भूमिका उन्होंने रखी है, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि भाई बीजेपी के कई लोगों ने ये संघर्ष किया है, बीजेपी के कई लोग जेल में चले गए हैं और आप लोग जानते हैं कि जब इंदिरा गांधी जी ने इमरजेंसी लगाई थी तब हजारों बीजेपी के कार्यकर्ता जेल में चले गए थे। तो मुझे लगता है कि और आज़ादी के आंदोलन में भी अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी है, ऐसे कई नेता जो है इनका भी योगदान मतलब अपनी आज़ादी के लिए रहा है। तो इसीलिए इनके घर में कोई कुत्ता भी नहीं मरा, इसी तरह की बात करना ठीक नहीं है। ये कांग्रेस पार्टी के अध्यक्ष को शोभा नहीं देता है। तो मुझे लगता है कि भाई इसी तरह की बातें करना हमें मंजूर नहीं है और खड़गे जी के बयान से हम सहमत नहीं है।
After Congress chief Kharge called Prime Minister Modi a mouse, BJP has hit back saying that the Congress party is back to doing what it does best, that is attacking the constitutional institutions.
Congress party is back to doing what it does best, that is, in their hatred for one person, they keep attacking the constitutional institutions, including the armed forces. After saying army pit ke aage Arunachal Pradesh mein by Rahul Gandhi, now Mallikarjun Kharge ji has compared Prime Minister Modi to Chuha. He has said कि प्रधानमंत्री मोदी चूहे के जैसे हैं. This is the same Congress party which has called Prime Minister Ravan, भस्मासुर, औकात दिखा देंगे. They also said हत्या के लिए तत्पर रहना चाहिए प्रधानमंत्री की, and now they have once again attacked him. Time and again they have used bad words and insulting words for the Prime Minister. More than 80 such bad words have been used for the Prime Minister, his family, for people of Gujarat and for the people of India. But now, at a time when one should be condemning China and should be standing with the armed forces, should be standing with the country, the Congress party is once again attacking the constitutional institutions, it is attacking the armed forces, but it is unwilling to attack China. This is why INC does not mean Indian National Congress, it means I need Chinese MOU, I need Chinese money and I need Chinese propaganda. Time and again doubting the bravery and the valor of our forces, undermining our forces, undermining our constitutional institutions, but attacking the Prime Minister, but not saying a word against China.
And on to more news break coming in, this one in relation to the insult politics which continues by the Congress. In fact, in the latest, Mallikarjun Kharge called the Prime Minister a rat. So back-to-back insults by Rajya Congress. Remember, just yesterday, the Congress leader Ajay Rai also hurled, in fact, used misogynist and sexist remarks against Union Minister Smriti Irani. And now it's Congress chief Kharge who's yet again insulted the Prime Minister, calling him a rat. In fact, a reaction, a response coming in from Congress leader Ajay Rai, who's completely unapologetic, even though he made those sexist remarks against Smriti Irani. Let's listen into that clarification coming in from Ajay Rai. And before we play that reaction of Ajay Rai, let's once again listen in to those remarks that were made by Mallikarjun Kharge yesterday, where he called Prime Minister a mouse.
मोदी जी और चाइना के प्राइम मिनिस्टर मिले, झूले में बैठ के खेले, सब कुछ हुआ, लेकिन ये क्यों हो रहा फिर रोज? गलवान में हुआ, डोकलाम में हुआ, आज फिर ताइवान में हो रहा, ये सारी चीजें चल रही, फिर भी अगर कोई पूछते हैं चर्चा करो तो चर्चा करने के लिए तैयार नहीं। मैं आज फिर सदन में ये उठाया था 11 बजे इधर आने से पहले, मैं कहा हम कुछ नहीं, सदन में जो बॉर्डर इश्यू है, चाइना आज जो आक्रमण कर रहा है, उसके बारे में हम चर्चा चाहते हैं, दूसरा कुछ नहीं। लेकिन वो चर्चा के लिए तैयार नहीं है। बाहर तो शेर के जैसा बात करते हैं, लेकिन उनका जो चलना है वो सिर्फ आप देखेंगे तो चूहे के जैसा है। हम कह रहे हैं उनको, भाई हम सदन में बात करना चाहते हैं, लोकसभा में, राज्यसभा में हम नोटिस देते हैं, नोटिस देने के बावजूद भी वो चर्चा के लिए तैयार नहीं। आज तो मुझे ताजुब लगा।
So there you heard Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge hurling yet another insult at the Prime Minister, calling him a mouse. In fact, remember in the month of November, Mallikarjun Kharge had called the Prime Minister a Ravan, even said that the Prime Minister is a sympathy seeker. So yet another insult there by Vadra Congress, back-to-back insults, and this time it's Mallikarjun Kharge. A very short break. Coming up on the other side, sensational details in the NIA charge sheet filed in the Amravati hate killing, where the NIA mentions that the aim was to strike terror. And forces avenge killing of Kashmiri Pandit PK Bhatt as forces gunned down 3 Lashkar terrorists in encounter.
Tonight, a murder will be committed. If anyone can name the killer, that person wins our game.
This is truly delightful.
Holy
There has been a murder. For one person, this is not a game. A killer wouldn't hesitate to kill again.
You must be really great at clues.
I'm very bad at dumb things.
Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
Why did life test me? Why did it try to crush me, shake me, break me? Why me? Because it knew if I could take this test, I could take anything and say, that was easy.
Hey, boss.
Rahul? How come you're here?
Boss, Shahrukh ne bataya.
Wait up. Booking a car service.
Booking a service from here.
क्यों? तुझे शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया?
इसने पूछा ही नहीं. There's so much more जो शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया. It's all on the industry first My Hyundai app. Open a world of possibility with My Hyundai app. One app, many worlds.
Invest once and enjoy guaranteed maturity with life cover with LIC's Dhan Varsha, a single premium plan for your family's security and prosperity.
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
देखें कौन नया खिलाड़ी आया है.
समझा देते हैं.
प्यार से समझाएंगे. धीरे धीरे से.
वो भी अपनी जुबान में.
ये तो अपनी जुबान है.
जुबान एक हो तो दिल भी एक होने चाहिए. विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी.
Good morning and thank you very much for staying with us on Republic TV. This is Live and Breaking. I'm Nupur Talwar Suri. We begin with a look at the top headlines we're tracking here at 11 o'clock. Days after the Amravati hate killing, the NIA exposes a larger conspiracy, says aim was to strike terror. The NIA makes a big revolution, says radicals linked to the Tablighi Jamaat killed Kole to avenge the alleged dishonor of the Prophet. After Meghalaya, infighting intensifies in Telangana Congress. 13 members quit their posts.
लेकिन वो चर्चा के लिए तैयार नहीं. बाहर तो शेर के जैसा बात करते हैं, लेकिन उनका जो चलना है वो सिर्फ आप देखेंगे तो चूहे के जैसा है.
The Congress party back at it, insults the Prime Minister, calls him a chuha. The BJP hits out. Sexist Congress neta Ajay Rai remains defiant despite outrage, asks why apologize.
मैं तो राहुल गांधी जी के साथ पूरे मध्य प्रदेश में उनके साथ घूम रहा था, लेकिन मैं परासिया की जनता को बताना चाहता हूं कि परासिया विधानसभा में ओरिजिनल भारत जोड़ो से भी ज्यादा भीड़ है.
Cracks within the grand old party out in the open. Congress leader mocks the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Now, in fact, as infighting within the Congress party continues to rage on, a Congress leader, Kamal Nath's son, Nakul Nath, has now taken pot shots at Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra, saying there is more crowd in my yatra than Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra. So obviously this is going to create a lot of friction. This comment that has come in from Nakul Nath, he is Kamal Nath's son, and he seems to have suggested that the kind of crowd that you see in the Bharat Jodo Yatra with Rahul Gandhi is much lesser than the crowd that his rallies see. Let's quickly listen into what he said.
मैं तो राहुल गांधी जी के साथ पूरे मध्य प्रदेश में उनके साथ घूम रहा था, लेकिन मैं परासिया की जनता को बताना चाहता हूं कि परासिया विधानसभा में ओरिजिनल भारत जोड़ो से भी ज्यादा भीड़ है.
To tell our viewers that Nakul Nath, of course, is a Congress Lok Sabha member from Chhindwara. So those comments were made while he was addressing what appears to be a rally. Let's also listen into comments that have come in from the BJP on this. Now, what we are given to understand, of course, is that Kamal Nath's son has mocked the Bharat Jodo Yatra, saying that there are more crowds that are seen in his rallies than they are seen along with Rahul Gandhi. In that particular comment that's now, of course, raised a lot of controversy, Nakul Nath seems to suggest that he travelled the length and breadth of Madhya Pradesh along with Rahul Gandhi in the Bharat Jodo Yatra, but the kind of crowds that he's seeing now at his own rally is more than that of the crowd that was seen at Rahul Gandhi's rally through India. So obviously this is something that is going to be picked out by various other political parties, and they will question what the Congress party leader means to say. Now, Nakul Nath, of course, is the son of a senior leader of the Congress party, Kamal Nath. Let's once again listen into what he said.
मैं तो राहुल गांधी जी के साथ पूरे मध्य प्रदेश में उनके साथ घूम रहा था, लेकिन मैं परासिया की जनता को बताना चाहता हूं कि परासिया विधानसभा में ओरिजिनल भारत जोड़ो से भी ज्यादा भीड़ है.
In fact, let's quickly listen into a comment that we are getting in from Shehzad Poonawala of the BJP.
राहुल गांधी की ओरिजिनल भारत जोड़ो यात्रा से ज्यादा भीड़ मेरी उप यात्रा में है, says Nakul Nath, the son of Kamal Nath. He is an MP of the Congress party, and Kamal Nath ji is the tallest leader of the Congress party in Madhya Pradesh. When Congress leaders themselves don't take Rahul Gandhi seriously, don't consider him to be a leader, don't consider Bharat Jodo to be an effective yatra, then how will allies, opposition parties consider him as a leader, and how will the Janta take him seriously? And therefore, Rahul Gandhi ji, forget Bharat Jodo. Bharat to jud chuka hai. First you do Congress Jodo, and first you do Janta ko Congress se jodo. Thereafter you embark upon Bharat Jodo, and this is not what we are saying. This is what Nakul Nath is saying.
Is a Lok Sabha MP from Chhindwara, and we are given to understand that he actually made this comment at a public meeting in Parasia. has remained defiant despite the outrage that has been caused due to his comment on the Union Minister Smriti Irani. In fact, we are given to understand in his latest reaction, he continues to remain defiant and says that there is no need for him to apologize. Now, do remember that the Congress leader had mocked Smriti Irani and had made derogatory, misogynistic remarks against her. The sexist jibe, of course, caused quite an uproar. But what we are given to understand is, despite the criticism that he continues to face, Ajay Rai has remained defiant, saying that there is no need for him to apologize at all, despite the outrage that his comment has caused. Now, Smriti Irani, of course, has reacted and has asked senior leaders of the Congress party as to whether they subscribe to remarks that were made by Ajay Rai.
नहीं, मैंने एक हमारे आम चलन की भाषा है गिरीश जी कि भाई लटके झटके में लोग चलते हैं, बात करके चल देते हैं, झटके से उठे चल दिए, लटके मतलब एक इस तरह की बातें आती हैं। वो कोई असंसदीय भाषा या कोई मैंने ऐसा कोई किसी का अपमान करने के लिए नहीं बोला है। ये हमारे यहाँ बोलचाल की भाषा है इधर की, उस तरह से हम लोगों ने इस तरह की बात का इस्तेमाल किया। कोई अपमान करने की हमारी कोई मंशा किसी की नहीं है।
माफी मांगे और इस तरह के
नहीं, क्यों? हमने जब उस तरह की बात कोई बोली ही नहीं तो माफी किस बात की होती है? मैंने तो इस तरह की बात बोली जो जो एक बोलचाल की भाषा है उससे मैंने बोला है। वो हमने जो बात बोली उससे मैं कायम हूँ।
तो जो इस तरह का समर्थन क्या कहने की जरूरत पड़ गई जो आप
नहीं, मैंने
All right, so Ajay Rai over there saying that these are colloquial terms that he used, but the manner in which he obviously made that comment was sexist to say the least. It was a misogynistic comment that came in from the Congress neta. Of course, continuing to remain defiant over there, saying that this is not something that's derogatory. He used local colloquialism to describe the Union Minister. However, of course, there has been a lot of controversy around that comment, and this comment, of course, has received a lot of criticism as well, because he did appear to use the comment and the jibe at Smriti Irani in a very sexist manner. It, of course, has brought in not just criticism, but also raised questions about whether senior Congress leaders actually endorse the kind of mindset that these local Congress stalwarts seem to have. Let's once again, in fact, play out that clarification that has come in from Ajay Rai. Now, do remember that even yesterday when Republic TV had confronted him, he refused to apologize, saying that he's not said anything that is sexist in nature. This morning also, he appears to stick by that. Let's listen in.
नहीं, मैंने एक हमारे आम चलन की भाषा है गिरीश जी कि भाई लटके झटके में लोग चलते हैं, बात करके चल देते हैं, झटके से उठे चल दिए, लटके मतलब एक इस तरह की बातें आती हैं। वो कोई असंसदीय भाषा या कोई मैंने ऐसा कोई किसी का अपमान करने के लिए नहीं बोला है। ये हमारे यहाँ बोलचाल की भाषा है इधर की, उस तरह से हम लोगों ने इस तरह की बात का इस्तेमाल किया। कोई अपमान करने की हमारी कोई मंशा किसी की नहीं है।
माफी मांगे और इस तरह के
नहीं, क्यों? हमने जब उस तरह की बात कोई बोली ही नहीं तो माफी किस बात की होती है? मैंने तो इस तरह की बात बोली जो जो एक बोलचाल की भाषा है उससे मैंने बोला है। वो हमने जो बात बोली उससे मैं कायम हूँ।
जो इस तरह
Well, Ajay Rai over there, of course, continuing to stick by his remark. And now, do remember that this was a swipe that he took at the Union Minister Smriti Irani, saying that she only comes to her constituency Amethi to show latkas and jhatkas. That was the exact comment that came in. I think we've got Aarti Singh on the phone line with us. Aarti Singh. RP Singh on the phone line, I beg your pardon. Mr. Singh, you know, this clarification that seems to be coming from Ajay Rai, he says that he didn't say anything that was derogatory at all. But the fact of the matter is that nobody uses this kind of language against a union minister, let alone a woman who's, actually defeated someone in an election.
Well, it's not the issue of union minister or not. That Mr. Ajay Rai used the same language for his daughter or his wife or his mother or his sister. And that's the issue. I mean, what sort of background you come from and what sort of language you use and what sort of party DNA you have for women. That's the issue. That Priyanka Wada used to talk about लड़की हूँ, लड़ना जानती हूँ. Where is she today? And such derogatory, filthy language he is using. And this shows that what sort of background they come from, and then what sort of DNA Congress DNA has turned into now.
Absolutely. Mr. Singh, do you think that this in a sense is also the fact that the Congress party's senior leadership has not come out and criticized this, in a sense seems to suggest that they endorse these kind of views?
Obviously, that's what I said. That there's a new DNA of the Congress, which probably they have taken some steam from Italy or some other place of the world where they use such language for women. I mean, it's shocking. In हमारी संस्कृति में इस प्रकार की भाषा का उपयोग कभी भी किसी महिला के लिए होता नहीं. We don't use such language in our culture for any woman for that regard. But that's how the Congress is. The new Congress under Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi and Pentagon is this Congress.
All right, Mr. R.P. Singh, appreciate your speaking to us on Republic TV. So the BJP's national spokesperson over there saying that this kind of derogatory language seems to be used often in the Congress party. Do you remember that we have tried to reach out to Ajay Rai yesterday also? He refused to apologize, and this morning as well he seems to suggest that there is nothing really for him to apologize. But of course this was a swipe that he took at the Union Minister Smriti Irani, saying that she only comes to a constituency, Amethi, to show latkas and jhatkas. The remark, of course, provoked a sharp response from the BJP. On the phone line with us is Rajya Joshi, a blogger and an activist. Rajya Joshi, how do you see this comment that came in from Ajay Rai? It does appear to be very misogynistic in its manner, and thereafter not to apologize for an insult and a swipe that he took at Smriti Irani, saying that this is just colloquialism which has been misinterpreted.
Yeah, good morning. I am actually shocked that, instead of apologizing, this person is going on adding more and more insults to whatever he has spoken yesterday. This is not only misogynistic, it is getting even more and more arrogant now. There is something like, okay, I don't really care if that is technically parliamentary or unparliamentary. The tone of what he spoke and the way in which he has put across whatever he said, this latke jhatke dikhati hai, that is so unacceptable. How dare he just put down the development work that Smriti Irani has done in the constituency? How dare he just diss out all the efforts that she has made to come up to even getting a ticket in this place? And, she has had to go through such a lot of effort. So how can he just say that, he's obviously referring to her acting career, etc., when he talks about latke jhatke? Is that exactly what women are expected to be doing? Is that what they do? This latke jhatke dikhati hai, and then, whether it may be technically right or wrong, his intention definitely seems to be absolutely derogatory, and he needs to be pulled up immediately by his seniors. And I am shocked that, in fact, I am not shocked, because the Congress has consistently been doing this, whether they speak about the president, whether they speak about any other woman. If it is not somebody from the Gandhi Parivar, or if it is not somebody from, their chosen leaders of their own political coterie, then they are not they don't deserve any respect. That is all. That beti ho, lad sakti ho, that is all just a farce. They actually don't care for women empowerment. This reeks of, so this is so absolutely derogatory. And this is like Congress looks like a bad student who doesn't really care about whether they're doing good in their exams or not. They don't care about what kind of advice anybody is giving them. They're just going on making more and more mistakes. Everybody seems to be giving them advice. Even the well-wishers, they just go on ignoring even the advice of the well-wishers. They just go on adding insult upon insult. This is absolutely not acceptable.
Right, absolutely. Rajya Joshi, appreciate your speaking to us. Thank you for joining us. Let's also go across to Shefali Vaidya, an author and columnist on this. Shefali Vaidya, good morning. How do you see, A, the comment that was made yesterday, and B, the refusal of the leader to apologize? He seems to suggest that this is use of colloquial language, but obviously many would question the intent of what he said?
I'm not really surprised because this has been the Congress culture consistently. They've always been misogynistic. They've always been dismissive of women leaders from any other party. I mean, apart from Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, they seem to think that these two are only women who could not or should not be insulted at any cost. But everyone else, they are free to make sexist, misogynist comments. And with Smriti Irani ji, it is nothing new, you know. They have targeted her consistently. I remember it was Sanjay Nirupam once, who was on live TV when he was in the Congress, and he said, "Pata hai aapka charitra," aisa kuch bola tha unhone. So there is nothing new about the crass and misogynistic comments that the Congress leader has made against Smriti Irani. The thing is the sheer shamelessness and brazenness with which he is now defending it and saying that there is nothing wrong in what I said. It has been misinterpreted. How can you misinterpret a comment like this?
Absolutely.
100% तुच्छ माल, ये भी तो कांग्रेस वालों ने ही बोला था ना, दिग्विजय सिंह ने बोला था. So all these crass misogynistic comments, basically objectifying a woman, is something that the Congress people have been doing for ages now. There's nothing new. It's infuriating though, and it's insulting to every woman, not just women from BJP or not just Smriti Irani. I'm offended as a woman.
Absolutely. Shefali Vaidya, thank you for joining us on the phone line. So a lot of voices coming in terms of how they view this comment, people calling it misogynistic, people calling it sexist. But obviously this is not something that seems to bother the leader who actually made it. He seems to suggest that this is local language that has been misinterpreted. I'm going to go across to Mr. Lanil Kohli of the BJP as well. Mr. Kohli, good morning. Mr. Kohli, Ajay Rai, of course, seems to suggest that this is, a local colloquialism which is essentially been misrepresented. But, it's going to be a little hard to believe because the manner in which he said that, what he said yesterday, and thereafter his how adamant he's been not to apologize does send across a signal of misogyny.
There's a serious problem, clearly, with the Congress party and the thinking that has developed in the Congress party. Because consistently, from the highest levels of the Congress party to their local leaders, statements in different fields, in this particular case, it's absolutely clearly a sexist comment, uncalled for against a lady. But you're seeing statements coming from the Congress party leadership across the country. So there seems to be something more serious and deeply problematic or faulty in the Congress party's thinking. Today, if you look at the last 1 week, we've had this comment, unacceptable, condemnable comment against Smriti ji. We had a statement against our army from no less than Rahul Gandhi ji. Rahul Gandhi ji to said pitai hui hai, contrary to facts, contrary to evidence, to demoralize the Indian army. How could it be done? The kind of leaders who are now congregating in the Bharat Jodo Yatra and their kind of statements. So therefore, something seems seriously wrong with the Congress party. And one wonders, where is this thinking coming from? This is not the Congress party that used to be what they claim. We were linked with the national movement for independence. We are the ones who have done so and so. But the kind of statements that are coming show that the Congress is either devolved into something new and they are not able to recognize it, or it is on purpose. And they are encouraging these kind of statements. Personal comment against the Honorable Prime Minister, constant personal attacks, an obstructionist approach. So this is something that one will have to look at more deeply.
Absolutely. Mr. Kohli, thank you for speaking to us on Republic TV. Obviously, what we are given to understand so far is that Ajay Rai has not apologized, refuses in fact to apologize, but we've not even seen action or any words come in from the top brass of the Congress party. And here's a quick look at what else is making news this morning. A couple has been arrested for mass conversion in Sitapur in Uttar Pradesh. 4 Brazilians have been arrested in this. About 200 people were involved in the propagation of Christianity. The police has arrested these Brazilians and seized their passports. The BJP is holding their parliamentary party meeting. The main issue of this party meeting is to decide their strategy for the remaining winter session of Parliament.
leader of the opposition.
जिस प्रकार
And their voice must be heard. Please.
जिस प्रकार से खड़गे जी ने अभद्र भाषा का प्रयोग किया, जिस प्रकार से खड़गे जी ने पूरी तरीके से बेबुनियाद बातें रखी, असत्य को देश के सामने रखने की कोशिश की, मैं उसकी घोर निंदा करता हूं और उनसे माफी की मांग करता हूं। उन्होंने माफी मांगनी चाहिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी से, माफी मांगनी चाहिए सदन से, जिसके अधिकांश मेंबर भारतीय जनता पार्टी के। उन्होंने माफी मांगनी चाहिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी से और उन्होंने माफी मांगनी चाहिए इस देश की जनता से, जिन्होंने आज एब्सोल्यूट मेजॉरिटी की सरकार भाजपा के सदस्यों को चुन के बनाई है। आज विश्व की सबसे बड़ी पार्टी भारतीय जनता पार्टी, और जिस प्रकार से अभद्र भाषा उन्होंने उपयोग किया, जिस प्रकार से उन्होंने अपनी सोच का दर्शन दिया, उन्होंने अपनी बहुत ही ईर्ष्या का दर्शन दिया। उनकी ईर्ष्या हो सकती है, उनको हमसे मतभेद हो सकती है, उनकी जेलसी होगी कि उनको तो मात्र 50 सीटें मिली, हमको 303 मिली। उनको ईर्ष्या और दुख हो सकता है कि उनकी पार्टी को कोई स्वीकार नहीं कर रहा है, लेकिन इस प्रकार का अभद्र भाषण देना मैं समझता हूं सभी का अपमान है, इस सदन का भी अपमान है और देशवासियों का, देश के हर वोटर का अपमान है। उनका कंडक्ट, उनका बिहेवियर और उनकी लैंग्वेज, तीनों की मैं निंदा करता हूं और उनसे माफी मांगता हूं। मुझे याद आता है गांधी जी ने जो कहा था, आजादी के बाद गांधी जी ने कहा था कांग्रेस पार्टी को ही वाइंड अप कर देना चाहिए। खड़गे जी उसका जीता जागता प्रतीक है और दिखा रहे हैं देश को गांधी जी ने सत्य कहा था। और ऐसे अध्यक्ष एक पार्टी के जिनको भाषण देना नहीं है, उन्होंने माफी मांगनी चाहिए और वो माफी नहीं मांगे तब तक उनको यहाँ पे रहने का कोई अधिकार नहीं।
प्लीज 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 लीडर ऑफ द हाउस, लीडर ऑफ द हाउस, control your people. Control your people. Honorable members, one second. Honorable members, leader of the house represents the house. He is leader of your party. Everyone heard him with as much attention as could be possible. That indulgence is entitled to every member of the house. Please maintain decorum. Leader of the opposition.
सर, आपका मैं
briefly on this point only, खड़गे जी, limited to this only.
मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ।
Please, it's a request, sir. You are very senior man. Be kind to the chair.
मैं अभी मुंह भी नहीं खोला।
खड़गे जी, if anyone has to be kind to the chair, it has to be Mr. Kharge before anyone else.
सर, मैंने जो
सुनो, please. Leader of the house, control your people. Control your people. What is this? This is not the way. We have to lend our ears to the leader of the opposition. His statement has been in public domain. Let him say, please.
सर, एक तो मैं जो राजस्थान के हल्द्वार में भारत जोड़ो जो सभा वहां पर आयोजित किया गया था सभा, उसमें ये आउटसाइड द हाउस है। जो मैं मेरी बातें कही वो पॉलिटिकली आउटसाइड द हाउस, नॉट इन द हाउस। यहां पर डिस्कस करने की आवश्यकता है। और दूसरी चीज मैं अभी भी कह सकता हूं, आजादी के वक्त फ्रीडम मूवमेंट में उन लोगों को कोई रोल नहीं था, और ये माफी मांगने वाले लोग
settle down, everyone. Settle down. Honorable members, we are setting very bad example. And I can tell you, people outside are disillusioned. This kind of display of conduct and behavior gives us a very, very bad name. And this side and this side both must have... One second. I can understand. Even the observations of the chair that are wholesome are indigestible. What a painful scenario we are having. Trust me, 135 करोड़ जनता हम पर हंस रही है. 135 करोड़ जनता आज के दिन चिंतित है, चिंतन कर रही है, मंथन कर रही है कि क्या प्लीज ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर, क्या हमारा ये स्तर हो गया है कि हम एक दूसरे की बात नहीं सुन सकते? हो सकता है किसी के विचारों से कोई सहमत न हो सकता है आवेश में बाहर कोई बात कह दी गई हो सकता है बात का आधार हो निराधार हो सकता है बात के ऊपर दो मत हो, पर उसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि नेता बोले तो इधर से डिस्टर्बेंस, प्रतिपक्ष नेता बोले तो इधर से डिस्टर्बेंस. ये टिट-फॉर-टैट है क्या? वी आर नॉट चिल्ड्रन. So I would take very strong view of every member, and in last few working days, honorable members, I have seen two things. Very senior members, in spite of my direction, have failed to put the document on record. I give every member who was directed by me during the course of his speech, referring to a document or a video, a last opportunity is given during course of the day to make available the document on the table of the House. Any such failure will visit the member, and I can tell you, with exemplary consequences. In performing my constitutional duties, I will neither look at this side nor at this side. I will look only to the Constitution. And I would therefore please hear leader of the opposition. He has already made one point that anything made by him by way of a statement outside the House should not be discussed here. This is one point he has made. Please, one second.
थैंक यू सर.
Please.
मैंने बाहर जो कहा अगर फिर यहाँ रिपीट करूंगा इन लोगों के लिए बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा. क्योंकि जो आजादी के वक्त माफी मांगने वाले लोग और जो आजादी के लिए जो लड़े हैं उनको पूछ रहे हैं आप माफी मांगो. और दूसरी बात, वहां पर बात ऐसी आई कि देश को एकता रखने के लिए ये कांग्रेस पार्टी ये सब भारत तोड़ो यात्रा कर रही है, ऐसा क्रिटिसाइज उन्होंने किया. तब मैंने ये कहा भाई कांग्रेस पार्टी हमेशा देश को जोड़ने की बात करती है और इसके लिए सर एक मिनट सर इसके लिए इंदिरा गांधी जी ने अपनी जान दी, राजीव गांधी जी ने अपना जान दिया. आप कौन लोग इस देश के एकता के लिए अपनी जान दिए? मैंने ये कहा और सच नहीं है. ने क्या की गांधी तुम क्या किए? उन्होंने तो अपनी जान दी, देश को बचाया, देश को एक रखा. और ये बार बार बोलते हैं अनपार्लियामेंट्री क्या है? ऐसे लोगों से सुनना नहीं चाहते.
सर मुझे लगता है नेता प्रतिपक्ष को शायद इतिहास बहुत ज्यादा याद नहीं है। उनको ये याद नहीं है कैसे कांग्रेस की वजह से जम्मू कश्मीर का क्या हालत हुई। उनको ये याद नहीं है कैसे पाकिस्तान ने आज भी भारत की करके रखी है। उनको ये याद नहीं है उन्हीं के समय चाइना ने 38,000 किलोमीटर भारत की जमीन हड़प ली थी। ये भूल रहे हैं कैसे इन्होंने बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर का अपमान किया। ये भूल रहे हैं उन्होंने किस प्रकार से सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल को रोका से रोको कश्मीर में कर सके। ये श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी का बलिदान भूल रहे हैं। मुझे लगता है इन्होंने माफी मांगनी चाहिए और इनको कोई अधिकार नहीं है ऐसे बेबुनियाद। ऑनरेबल मेंबर्स, I have received 6 notices. Honorable members, I have received. Honorable members, in spite of my ruling, we continue to use a rarest of rare mechanism very frequently. Even today, I have 6 notices under Rule 267. In one of the notices, Professor Ram Gopal Yadav has done homework. It is good for the professor, but the professor has to get some guidance from the student. Professor has made reference diligently, but in the process has committed 2 big errors. One, the professor was in hot haste and therefore submitted his notice before Rajya Sabha rose for the day yesterday. His notice was received at 4:46 p.m. on 19 December and that session was in progress. Number 2, the best way to learn a subject, professor, is to teach it. So I will be teaching Rule 267 now, in the process learning it. Professor has indicated very fairly, and I'm grateful to him, that one of the distinguished members has followed the rule proviso and has indicated, यद्यपि सदन की नियमावली में महत्वपूर्ण विषय पर चर्चा कराने जाने के संबंध में नियम 176 व 180 उपलब्ध है, क्योंकि 267 cannot be raised if you can raise an issue in any other rule. पर आगे प्रोफेसर साहब ने क्या कहा है, इन नियमों के तहत संबंधित मंत्री की सहमति आवश्यकता है. प्रोफेसर साहब, मंत्री की सहमति आवश्यकता नहीं है. This house will not transact any business with the permission of any member or a minister. परमिशन मेरी है. आपको सजेस्ट किया जाता है और ये आदत मेरी बदलनी पड़ रही है. अब तक जितनी राय दी है प्रोफेसर साहब, that has always been followed by a memo, a fee memo. ये राय बिना fee memo के है. Follow the rules, it will be raised. Other than this, none of the notices merit attention because they are in outrageous disregard of the requirements of the rules. Proviso to Rule 67 is required to be exhausted. Honorable members, Mr. Derek O'Brien, please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I'm actually very grateful to you for bringing this 267 rule into focus. It's important, and you have shared your thoughts today as well as yesterday, sir. I'm only on the rules, sir. the Rule 266 and 267. Yes, sir, 266 and 267. Sir, I am referring today, sir, to 2 points. Please hear me out, sir. Let's begin with page 95 of the Rajya Sabha at work. I'll quickly read the relevant point. The Rajya Sabha at work, page 95. The chairman's rulings constitute precedents which are of binding nature. The chairman's rulings cannot be questioned or criticized, and to protest against the ruling of the chairman is contempt of the House and the chairman. I refer to page 95, sir. They constitute precedents. Sir, my second reference, may I take you to page 320?
Derek?
Yes, sir, 1 second.
Honorable member, they constitute binding precedent.
Yes, sir.
To be complied in all situations, because when your attention was drawn by the Honorable Deputy Chairperson that on last occasion you continued making a point in spite of my ruling.
So
it's a binding precedent.
Sir, binding precedent,
Please,
sir. I'm
go
on the point of binding precedent.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. I'm on the point of binding precedent. Page 320 of Rajya Sabha at work. I'm quoting from page 320 and I quote, rulings are given by the chair according to precedents of the House, and where there is no precedent, the usual parliamentary practice is followed. That's on rule page 320. A similar page 131, also in this Rajya Sabha at work, is to do with precedents. So now that we've got the precedents out of the way, I want to get to the precedents of Rule 267. Yesterday, the Honorable Chairman quite correctly said that your predecessor, the Honorable and much loved by all of us, Venkaiah Naidu ji, did not accept a single...
Much loved by all and highly respected by me.
Sir, okay. When you finished,
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
While that was true for 2016 to 2022, I would like to bring your attention, sir, very humbly, to the precedents of 267 notices.
What is your point of order?
On this, the precedents of notices, Shankar Dayal Sharma ji, 1990 to 1992, accepted 4 267 notices. Bhairon Singh Shekhawat ji, Vice President of India, Chairman of Rajya Sabha, accepted 3 267 notices, and Hamid Ansari, Vice President of India, Chairman of Rajya Sabha, accepted 4 267 notices. Sir, I humbly beseech you, your predecessors, not the predecessor. That's what the guidance we're looking from you, sir. 267 accepted every week. I agree with you. It can't be every week. Every month, I agree with you. It can't be every month. But 267 is a living rule which can be accepted twice or 3 times every year. That's my limited point, sir.
Honorable members, the quiz master has given us certain statistics. And
I'm the parliamentary party leader of the All India Trinamool Congress. I retired from being a quiz master in 2011. Treat me for who I am and what I do. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Honorable members, I have started my tenure as chairman. The track record of my very distinguished predecessors during their entire tenure did not get into double-digit intervention. I have enough time to take note of gravity of the situation, and you can trust me, if there is an occasion to invoke 267 every day, I would not hesitate to invoke it. And if there is no occasion to invoke it even once during my entire tenure, I would not. It will be examined on its own merits. Honorable members, matters of urgent public importance, Shri A.A. Rahim. A.A. Rahim. A.A. Rahim. A.A. Rahim. Take your seat, take care. Take A. Rahim. A. Rahim, please. Go ahead. Let's transact business. A. Rahim. A. Rahim.
Powered by Truecaller, बुरी नियत वालों का कॉल लाल।
5 lakhs।
लोन चाहिए तो पैसाबाजार.com पर जाइए। लोन सही मिलेगा यहीं।
क्या हुआ रोहन, क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो। एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए?
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया, अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
ये है गेहूं। जब इसमें जुड़ता है रागी, जवार, बाजरा और मेथी तो बनता है हेल्दी मन्ना मल्टी मिलेट आटा। ये है बेहतर आटा।
Guys, just 1 second. Choosing a car for my mom.
What? Online car shopping? Wow, that's so cool, yeah.
शाहरुख ने बताया।
Wait up. Booking a car service.
From here.
क्यों? तुझे शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया?
इसने पूछा ही नहीं। There's so much more जो शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया। It's all on the industry first My Hyundai app. Open a world of possibility with My Hyundai app. One app, many worlds.
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है, आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया।
बैंगन भरते का सारा सामान ऑर्डर कर दिया, बैंगन ही ऑर्डर करना भूल गया।
बैंगन भी ऑर्डर कर दूं?
सिर्फ एक बैंगन देने कौन आएगा?
जियो मार्ट सिर्फ एक आइटम भी फ्री डिलीवर करता है।
छोटा या बहुत छोटा, जियो मार्ट करता है हर ऑर्डर फ्री होम डिलीवर। जियो मार्ट, हर घर का मार्ट।
Sir, otherwise much of these jobs would be considered unemployment. Sir, and underemployment is also. So I urge the government of India should interfere this matter, and to control the unemployment and underemployment in the country. Good, sir. Dr. Fozia Khan.
Thank you, Chairman, sir.
No. Please, sir. Please. No, sir, please. Fozia Khan, I'll take the listed business. Please, Fozia Khan. Nothing will go on record. I have called Fozia Khan. Fozia Khan will please speak. But here, please, Sanjay Singh, please, settle down. Please, settle down. Fozia Khan, please take the floor.
Sir, my matter of urgent importance.
I understood. I heard you.
Sir.
I have to control the proceedings.
Sir,
you have to go by listed business.
There's a bit of acid to cause irreparable damage.
Please.
And transform our body into a mangled.
your favorite service provider, 10, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो.
Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow. Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call 10 toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
अरे आप इतनी दूर हमारे लिए?
आपकी मेहनत कहां से कहां पहुंच रही है. मैं आपके एक साइन के लिए यहाँ नहीं आ सकता. हो गया आपका अकाउंट ओपन.
हर बंद राह ओपन हो सकती है. लगता है सिर्फ दिल.
धन्यवाद.
एक्सिस बैंक, दिल से ओपन.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
अगर मिठाई जंक फूड से है यारी, तो डायबिटीज की कर लो तैयारी.
Get Beto's Diabetes Care Program with a free glucometer and expert advice. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
Welcome back. You're watching Republic TV, and even as the ruckus in the Rajya Sabha continues, let's listen into what the Minister Piyush Goyal said earlier.
अध्यक्ष महोदय, कल माननीय मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी जो नेता प्रतिपक्ष हैं, उन्होंने इतना अभद्र भाषण दिया है अलवर में, और इतनी बुरी तरीके से, इतनी बुरी.
Hear your leader. You can't hear your leader even.
बहुत दुर्भाग्य है. जिस प्रकार का भाषा का उपयोग किया गया.
Everyone will be heard in rapt attention. Leader of the House and leader of the opposition.
जिस प्रकार
and their voice must be heard. Please.
जिस प्रकार से खड़गे जी ने अभद्र भाषा का प्रयोग किया, जिस प्रकार से खड़गे जी ने पूरी तरीके से बेबुनियाद बातें रखी, असत्य को देश के सामने रखने की कोशिश की, मैं उसकी घोर निंदा करता हूं और उनसे माफी की मांग करता हूं. उन्होंने माफी मांगनी चाहिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी से, माफी मांगनी चाहिए सदन से, जिसके अधिकांश मेंबर भारतीय जनता पार्टी के. उन्होंने माफी मांगनी चाहिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी से, और उन्होंने माफी मांगनी चाहिए इस देश की जनता से, जिन्होंने आज एब्सोल्यूट मेजॉरिटी की सरकार भाजपा के सदस्य को चुन के बनाई है. आज विश्व की सबसे बड़ी पार्टी भारतीय जनता पार्टी, और जिस प्रकार से अभद्र भाषा उन्होंने उपयोग किया, जिस प्रकार से उन्होंने अपनी सोच का दर्शन दिया, उन्होंने अपनी बहुत ही.
Well, we are now cutting across to pictures that we are getting of the conman Sukesh Chandrasekhar, who has been produced in court. Do remember that these are exclusive visuals that we are bringing to you. Sukesh Chandrasekhar, of course, faces several charges of extortion. We are given to understand that he is being produced in court even as we speak. Pictures on your screen are of Sukesh Chandrasekhar who is being produced in court in Delhi, is what we understand now. Sukesh Chandrasekhar, of course, faces multiple cases of cheating people, even while he was in jail. In fact, even when he was in jail, he tried to influence a trial judge in Delhi by impersonating a Supreme Court judge in 2017, within a fortnight of his arrest. Now, Chandrasekhar, of course, was first arrested by the Delhi police from a five-star hotel in April 2017 on charges that he fixed 50 crore deal to get the AIADMK faction leader TTV Dinakaran his favoured election symbol by bribing his contacts in the Election Commission. That, of course, was the first case that was lodged against him. Thereafter, we have seen a series of cases that are being lodged against this conman, Sukesh Chandrasekhar. Pictures on your screen are of him being produced in a court in Delhi. You are watching Republic TV. We'll continue to bring you more details.
Mr. Blanc, you're the world's greatest detective, right?
In your words, there has been a murder. The killer wouldn't hesitate to kill again if it covers their tracks.
Wow!
Well, I'm out of here.
Yeah, me too.
Lock the doors. Stay in your rooms. Everyone is in danger.
Are you calling me dangerous?
Well, we'll see.
Everyone looks at the world today. At Hyundai, we go beyond with experiences that take us forward. Inspired by our today, we design your tomorrow. Some said electric is the future. We said, why stop there? At Hyundai, we are going beyond mobility, and you are welcome to join us.
Yeah, Rajay, look at your dad. Will we be the same at his age?
Absolutely yes, if we plan our future like him.
How?
My father had invested in LIC's Jeevan Akshay, which gives immediate and guaranteed annuity at regular intervals, that too for life.
Wow. But do we have to wait until his age?
Absolutely not. We recently invested in LIC's new Jeevan Shanti, which gives deferred annuity, which means regular income after some years.
I see.
LIC.
LIC's annuity plans give 10 annuity options and flexibility in receiving regular income. LIC, हर पल आपके साथ.
भारत की अर्थव्यवस्था में $1 ट्रिलियन का योगदान और देश की अर्थव्यवस्था में ग्रोथ इंजन के रूप में अपनी भूमिका का निर्वहन करने के हेतु प्रदेश सरकार यूपी ग्लोबल इन्वेस्टर्स समिट 2023 का आयोजन कर रही है। आर्थिक विकास में तेज रफ्तार से आगे बढ़ रहे उत्तर प्रदेश में इस समिट के माध्यम से योगी सरकार ने 10 लाख करोड़ रुपए के निवेश का लक्ष्य रखा है।
बस। बॉल।
खट्टे मीठे घूट कटक के ले तू दिल को ठूस। Just let loose. Limonata. Just let loose.
Who participated in the freedom struggle, ये सब अपना ही है। ये जो बोलने का है ना, इनका एक I can call it as a very silly thing. एक गंदी सोच का एक उनका ये दिखाता है। इसीलिए मैं इसका पूरा कंडेम करता हूं और आग्रह करता हूं। इनका सोच ही ऐसा है, इनका मेंटालिटी, माइंडसेट। सावरकर जी के बारे में ऐसे बोलते हैं। जैसे आप देखे होंगे कांग्रेस का एक नेता स्मृति ईरानी जी के बारे में क्या अभद्र भाषा प्रयोग किया। व्हाट सॉर्ट ऑफ लैंग्वेज इट इज। एंड कांग्रेस इफ एट ऑल इट हैज सम सेंस, तो राहुल गांधी को कुछ सेंस है, उनके से कुछ नहीं एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं। कम से कम जो खरगे जी है, he is in the house from last 10 terms. At least he should have some. I was thinking that he has some sense, that is some common sense, but he also doesn't have. That is proven today. I strongly condemn this statement.
Sir,
कब तक हाउस आप लोग माफी की मांग करते हैं?
माफी तो हम माफी के लिए हम मांग किया है। हम सरकार में हैं, हम सदन का बिजनेस चलाना चाहते हैं, लेकिन हमारा प्रोटेस्ट हमने रजिस्टर किया है।
Well, the union minister over there asking for an apology from Mallikarjun Kharge, but so far that hasn't come. You are watching Republic TV. We slip into a short break. On the other side, we get you more news. Stay with us.
Powered by Truecaller, बुरी नियत वालों का कॉल लाल.
Just yesterday, Munmun handed a phone to a random person to get her DP clicked. For the 5th time this year. And her phone got stolen again. But Munmun's over the move. Because JioMart's grand finale sale is offering up to 80% off on everything. So no matter how your year's been, the ending will be smashing.
क्या हुआ रोहन? क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया पहली सैलरी मिली है. तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो. एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए?
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है.
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना. लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में.
एनपीएस में? रिया अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है. इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है. वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं.
बात में तो दम है.
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है.
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ.
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा-थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं.
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं. एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है.
Volkswagen Tygoon, India's safest SUVW. Volkswagen.
उठो, जागो, दौड़ो तुम. डायबिटीज को रोको तुम.
Get Beto's Diabetes Care Program with a free glucometer and expert advice. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
Helps beat sensitivity fast. Sensodyne Rapid Relief.
A look at the headlines at noon today. The Congress party is at it again, insults the Prime Minister, calls him a chooha this time. Storm over insult politics in Parliament. The government demands an apology. Kharge remains defiant. Sexist Congress leader Ajay Rai brazens it out, asks why apologize.
मैं तो राहुल गांधी जी के साथ पूरे मध्य प्रदेश में उनके साथ घूम रहा था, लेकिन मैं परासिया की जनता को बताना चाहता हूं कि परासिया विधानसभा में ओरिजिनल भारत जोड़ो से भी ज्यादा भीड़ है.
Cracks now emerge within the grand old party. Congress leader mocks Bharat Jodo Yatra. Days after the Amravati hate killing, the NIA exposes a larger conspiracy, says Kole was murdered by radicals. No end to the Congress's troubles. 13 leaders of the Telangana unit quit. Party now in a huddle. Now, even as the Vadra Congress's troubles continue, we are given to understand that the Congress president, in its latest attack